Knock knock. Who's there? Um, Give me a second, people. All right, gotta put this on. That is online, and pull that over here, and then ooh, welcome back, people. I ain't seen y'all. I had to take a momentary hiatus for a week. I had the stories were too juicy. They were too juicy for you. So where's that? Here we go. Live and bam. Tesla guy, what's going on? Had to pull that up. Ham spam, thank you, ma'am. Gotta be able to see the chat. Pull that to the side. And the Fiesta Resistance. Gotta be able to see who I'm talking to. I mean, you would think that I'd be ready, but apparently not. All right. So, welcome back, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. And just switch that around. All right. So, I wasn't able to do a live stream last week, but I'm back here again, baby.
What up? What up? What up?
What up, though? What up, though?
Coming in loud and clear.
You sound good. You found a 5x5.
All righty.
What's going on, Mr. Radio? No radio at that.
Out here denying radio waves.
Is it AM or FM? Which one we were denying?
All the above, sir.
Oh God. But we need radio waves. We need them. You wouldn't be able to, do FaceTime with your wife if you're not able to have radio waves.
I'd rather have happy time with my wife than FaceTime, but whatever. Just saying, some of y'all cats is out here getting all the FaceTime in the world and ain't getting no cheeks.
Oh,
man, you got me started, dog.
Oh man, no, you was ready from last week. You just wasn't available.
Hey, I'm just saying, don't get me started, bruh.
Man, go look, hey, bring all the smoke, all of it.
Let me see something here. I got to make some adjustments, man.
All right.
Oh man, now I'm really spicy hot taking up in here.
Oh gosh, you got the after hours no radio going on now.
Oh
what
yeah,
did you change?
You have tuned in to no radio, and we're about to slow it down.
No,
ladies. Yep, we're gonna put you on band 13. That's how much we're gonna slow you down. You dig? And
not band 13.
I mean, I'm adjusting my preamp because I had everything unplugged. I've literally been rushing to plug everything back up because I did some rearranging in the man cave. So I
heard that I know that you said that you was thinking about getting back into the studio, man. You getting ready to throw some vocals down?
Oh man. No man, I'm writing, man. I told you I'm trying to write some records for some other people, man. That's what I want to do at the moment.
Okay.
I'm old now, so I need me a young whippersnapper that can sing, and I'm gonna write him some records.
I don't know, man. I think you still got it, dog. I think you can do it.
I got the talent, not the time.
Oh, look, I'm just saying, man. You you know how everybody been trying to get Andre 3000 back into the game. He
Oh
said,
man, I'm mad at Andre right now because that Flute album's trash. He couldn't even. Have you seen the meme? They're like Kenny G diss record to Andre 3K.
No, I haven't seen that.
It's hilarious. They got like Kenny G performing with Nate Dogg. They like Kenny G diss record to Andre.
Wow.
He said, "Oh, you want to come put out a Flute album? This is my lane to be making contemporary music instrumentals."
Hey.
I said, imagine a flute player and a saxophone player beefing.
No, you know what? The saxophone player is gonna get him every time, dog.
Oh boy, you
I'm
can't
sorry.
miss a Kenny G, man.
I'm sorry, man. You know, ain't no flute got the handles, son. I'm a former saxophone player.
Okay.
You can't hang with them that woodwind section, yo.
Oh no, man. A tuba might get you. No, not a tuba. A trumpet might get you. No, not a trumpet. Dang it. No, it is a tuba. A tuba might get all y'all.
What?
I say that because there's this college player, bro, that plays the tuba, but he be playing that tuba like nobody play that tuba, okay?
Oh, Lord.
Bro, he be playing the tuba like it's a saxophone. And the boy is nice, yo.
Wow.
Bro, they say that so if you read like the comments, like, bro, he's hitting notes you ain't supposed to be able to hit on a tuba.
Wow.
He's making that tuba sing, bro. He's famous now for making a tuba talk.
Wow.
If you read the music,
are you saying he's the tuba whisperer?
Yes. Like the dude is like, I'm telling you, he plays a freaking tuba like it's okay, wait a minute. It's not a tuba. That's a damn shame. I'm so out of my woodwinds and brass that I can't even remember what it's freaking called. It's a trombone, not a tuba. That's what it is. There we go.
Yo, that's a harder instrument to play.
I know, and that's why it's so crazy the way he plays it. He plays it like it's a saxophone on a trombone.
That is the hardest one of the woodwinds to play because you don't have a designated note that you could press,
bro.
Like you literally are doing it all by feel, like it's all feel.
He play. It's the band. What school is it? Hold up for a second here. All right, you hear me?
Yeah.
No, what in the world just happened here?
You didn't drop out. I don't know if you couldn't hear yourself in your headphones.
I know what happened. It's because I was about to share a screen.
Oh
man, trombone player goes off.
Uh-oh.
I'm telling you, dog.
What you got? You about to share with the peoples?
Yeah, I'm gonna share it with you so you can hear this trombone going off, son. He playing this thing like it's a saxophone when he starts this solo.
Uh-oh.
Come on in, ladies. Want to roll this with
That's hard.
Yes.
Oh, that's hard to do. Look at my man go.
I told you that boy nice, didn't
What?
He's famous for that now.
Wow, that's hard to do, man.
His name, what's this dude's name? Yeah, they got him. They requesting it everywhere now.
Yo, that is hard to do.
Dude.
Look. I know this is a tech channel, but I need people to understand.
You don't understand.
I don't think y'all understand like how hard that is to do.
On a freaking trombone, like
of all the woodwinds, the trombone is the hardest to nail down notes on.
Yes, his name is William Balaz. He's famous for playing the trombone at Benedict College, and I'm telling you, boy, the boy nice.
The man was born with a trombone in his hand. Yeah. That's what that was.
Yes. Yeah, boy. I'm just telling you, they say like he hit notes that you ain't supposed to be able to even hit on a trombone. It ain't supposed to go that high.
No. You don't even supposed to be that precise.
That man gonna die. He gonna die from an aneurysm hard. He blowing that thing.
Are you gonna be who was the famous trumpet player? I can't think of the famous trumpet player, but yo, my man, eyeballs will be bulging out and everything.
You talking about you ain't talking about Dizzy Gillespie.
No, it's not.
Because his eyes and jaws be bulging out when he plays.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like the same thing.
Or you talking about I see skies blue?
Yes.
Well, Louis Armstrong.
Yeah,
but he ain't the most famous trumpet player.
I'm just saying, like, yo, look, I'm just saying, your cheeks don't supposed to blow up that big.
Yeah, I'm just saying, this dude plays that trombone like it's a trumpet.
Man,
yeah,
yo, hey, look, let's go ahead and get into the.
Let's do it.
Let's go ahead and get into the tech thing.
Yeah.
So, you know that I did this past week I did 2 network testing stress tests in my area. So
and Verizon.
Oh. So let me cue this up so I can have my backdrop. Gotta have my backdrop here, you know what I mean?
Verizon been cutting up lately. I've had people in the community ask me, and I say, yeah, I've seen the same thing, dropping service even when you have full bars.
Okay, that first of all, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised due to the fact that the inherent nature of 3G and the reliability that 3G did, it was just voice. So voice with data, but not trying to do a lot of data over 3G, right?
Yeah.
So as soon as the whole 3G, 2G shutdown started happening, Verizon's reliability is starting to be questioned. Are we seeing a new paradigm shift?
All I know is I'm getting a lot of random SOS.
Wow.
In the middle of like cities, so not even bad coverage. It's just something weird happening. I don't know if I blame the iPhone for it or what. Yeah, something's going on. Something.
Hey man, you gotta bring one. You gotta have to put your SIM card in one of these Android phones again, sir.
Well, I had an Android today when it happened because it happened today. It happened a few weeks ago and it happened again to me today.
Oh wow!
Which is why it was funny that I got in one of the chats earlier with Brandon, and that's the first thing Brandon asked me is, have I been seeing problems with Verizon? Yes.
Wow.
Going random SOS. It may just be them tweaking stuff. Who knows?
All I know is
random SOS out of nowhere is happening.
But here's the thing, man. So, like, my ongoing beef with root metrics. So, as anybody else knows about the conversation I have, I feel like root metrics is not testing properly because, like, I feel that since everything goes over data, when you do texting performance, what are you texting? You're texting over data. So I question root metrics testing methodology. I can't even say the word. I test the methods, right? But I decided to put it to the test, put my money where my mouth is, took out my Verizon phone, ran the gauntlet on a test run, and Verizon was not doing very well. Now, granted, it was a drastic improvement over last year's run. So I did that run a year ago. Verizon was very bad. But this year, the network speeds were a lot higher, but it wasn't as fluid. And I don't know if you understand what I mean by being fluid. It was a lot of speed islands everywhere.
Yeah, I got what you're
putting down. I was hitting speed islands, but there was no overall coverage improvement. And I'm starting to think that the Emperor doesn't have any clothes.
Word.
AT&T is weird. AT&T passed the test, so all you had to do was make it the length of the run. So where I started from to where I had to go to, all you had to do was complete the task. That's it, right? But we can question the quality of video, the how fast the stream was going. We can do all that stuff later. But right now, since I've only done Verizon, AT&T on the run, AT&T, yes, completed the run, but they were choppy. super choppy. Like, the voice and the video wasn't synced. Understand, I'm using all the same settings that I did previous, so to keep the testing within the same closest parameters I possibly can. But it was not looking good, and I don't know. This three-way tie does not bode well for root metrics. Basically, I drove down a busy section of DC, and it did not Verizon not hold up, and the AT&T was choppy. So if T-Mobile does this thing without any flaws, root metrics was gonna have to do some more testing.
Interesting.
I'm only one sole little guy, which that's what happened in comments. Your testing methodology is not up to par. That was one person that said that. It was like, how can you say that your testing is better than theirs? They're a multi-billion-dollar company.
Well, that was only recently true after they got bought. First of all, secondly, is it multi-billion?
Well, I'm inflating the numbers.
They probably ain't multi-billion now,
right?
Even with them being bought.
I'm inflating the numbers, but I'm just saying that I feel that you have to question things, and it's okay to question. It's okay to find out that Verizon's not as good as you thought it was. It's okay, people. It's okay. Tomorrow the sun will shine. But it was just that they basically gave out in my area participation trophies. Yeah. Ooh, we don't want to tilt the boat too much, so everybody gets a star.
Yeah, Ookla is nowhere near $1 billion company, by the way.
Oh no, I understand that.
Their total revenue in 2021 was $13 million. There's car dealerships that make more than that.
Car dealerships can find poo on the tire more than that.
Yeah, they only have 201 total employees.
Oh man,
yeah, they are not a multi-billion-dollar company.
So so staying with the network side of things.
Yeah.
So T-Mobile is finally looking to use that millimeter wave spectrum that we've all been looking for. So a couple of reports came out. This was from last week and merging into this week, was that T-Mobile is starting to experiment with millimeter wave. Yes, people, T-Mobile has millimeter wave. They have quite a bit of it too. I think they have a large chunk of in the 24 gigahertz side. I don't know if it's as big as the chunk that Verizon has in the 39 gigahertz, but it's pretty sizable. And they're starting to play around with it and probably looking to start deploying it within the next couple of years from the looks of it. If you follow the timeline on some of these reports, so whenever they do experiments to all of a sudden deployment, it's been, I say, 2 years, a 2-year difference. So that there it is, No Radio, the top of the cake, man.
That's
Millimeter
cool.
wave dense urban.
So how do you feel about that? Somebody finding the 2.5 gigs in the wild on T-Mobile.
You know what?
I posted it in the community. You didn't? Did you not? I didn't see your comment on it.
I don't think I saw it.
Yeah, somebody from the Twitter community actually found a live site that is doing 3 carrier ag with N25, N41, and 71, and they're getting over 2.5 gigs.
Oh no, I did see that. I did see it. Hold on. I did see it. It was on the social media formerly known as Twitter.
X. It's on X rated. And then there was X, like a DMX album.
Oh no. But yeah, did it say where they were?
I've had that guy on my group for a pretty long time. I forgot where he's at.
When I read it, I know that he had it on the. I'm looking at it right now. The Moto Edge 2023.
word this in other languages. Hola todos, soy de Estados Unidos y estoy aprendiendo.
Sorry.
Tortillas.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Tortilla.
But nah, hey, so the fact that we're starting to see aggregation across the board is good. I was curious to see when they were going to start actually mixing those bands together, because what I was seeing early on was just 2 carriers of N41, maybe N71 if you had a 3-carrier phone, a 3-carrier ag phone, but they didn't seem to play well together. So this person must have found a site where they were playing very well together. N25 mixed in, man, magnifique.
And they even had the breakdown so you could see what was carrying what.
Hey.
And I'm about to pull it up here. I got it in there. It's in here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm looking at the post you put into the chat. It was 5G network using mid-band and low band on a macro cell, N41 100 megahertz plus 80 megahertz of N41 plus N25 20 and 20 of 71. That is a lot of spectrum. That is a lot of spectrum. Let's see if I can try to get this to.
So the way I look at it is obviously that has to be 10 gig backhaul.
Obviously.
And so if they come back now and add the millimeter wave to the macro, what? And here's the next question: are they going to be able to add millimeter wave with the rest? I don't think any of the phones can do that yet, can they?
I don't think so, not yet.
But even if they can't, that site in theory could still pull what, 6 gigabits per second, which is impressive. That's impressive if they actually got it on air.
I mean, the millimeter wave would go a long way if they added on to it.
Yeah, it's going to pull 4 gigs by itself, and then that'll pull 2.5 or damn near about a bit. So here's the thing. Obviously, I want them to go macro first. I don't care about the stadium because I don't go to the stadiums. But you know what? If it'll make the Verizon stands calm down, then yes, go ahead and go to all the stadiums. Go to all the stadiums and do all of that. And then in 4, 5, 6 years, come back and hit the macros. To me, they should start with the macros. They shouldn't copy Verizon.
I think, macros. I mean, if you put it on the macros, especially put it on the macros in cityscapes, it would drive the speeds through the roof. But you know what? We're not even hitting what millimeter wave can do, because it's supposed to be the way it's set up right now. I think the phones are not able to do it, so it's a technical limitation. But it's supposed to be 400 megahertz chunks at a time. Yep. So it's supposed to be 400 megahertz chunks per carrier. But right now, the way we've been, especially the way Verizon does it, they do individual 100 megahertz chunks, and 8 of them to achieve roughly the same. But even T-Mobile's running into that same limitation, which is they're doing 8 chunks of 100 on millimeter wave, so they're running into the same limitations that Verizon's running into right now also. Let me turn this off.
So you're saying you believe 2 400 chunks would be better?
I think, it would be better for aggregation. So instead of having 8 carriers aggregation going on, you can do, let's say, 1 or 2 millimeter wave carriers, and then do mid-band.
Yeah, but here's the thing:
you can get the high-speed download.
I don't think
it's the reliability of mid-band.
I don't think it's going to matter, because the mid-band is not only limited by how many carriers it can add, it's also limited by the total bandwidth it can add, regardless of how many carriers in the phones that we have.
Right.
So these phones still can't add, they can't even. So think about it. If you were to add the N41 with the millimeter wave, you're talking about over 1,000. The phones can't even carry that much, even no matter how you slice it, that we have.
Well,
these are future phones. If you go to Qualcomm's website, It's gonna be new. It ain't the phones we have can't even use it. Is the point I'm making.
But what I'm saying is it's more about reliability. The more reliable you make this the signal, the speed really doesn't matter as much because we don't have any applications that take advantage of it yet. But the reliability, because case in point, when I was doing the Verizon stress test, right? I was driving if you look on the video, I'm driving towards the DC jail, right? And at the corner of that DC jail, there's a millimeter wave node right there, right? So I'm looking to see if Verizon's gonna pick up, if my phone is gonna pick up on the millimeter wave node. It didn't, and then it crashed because there's so many people in that area. The millimeter wave node did not take my data off of the rest of the congested area site, and it just dropped the car. It just dropped everything.
Yeah,
I had to go back and look at it. So that's what I'm saying. It would make it more reliable,
maybe.
maybe.
Yeah, because the
In
thing is,
theory, it should.
in theory, the phone should be able to switch bands instantly anyway, regardless. So it shouldn't
Right.
have to be agging in order to switch. Is my point I'm trying to make.
True.
Is what I'm saying? It should be able to
Yeah.
hand off regardless.
But that's what I mean. I'm looking for more reliability than I'm looking for super high speed. So if you can just if they
Yeah,
can just make it where the millimeter wave plays well with low band or mid band, then the reliability of millimeter wave goes through the roof because then as you're moving around, yeah, you can get the faster speeds, but you get the reliability of knowing that you're still connected to the network, period.
yeah, but I don't think them slicing into 400 is going to change that. Not really. That's an assumption. There's no documentation that says that.
Well, I didn't say that it would help. I'm just saying that the premise behind 5G was
Your idea is that you'd be
larger,
able to hold another band the whole time, and in case millimeter wave drops, you don't see it.
right?
But in theory, the modem's supposed to be a switch like that anyway, regardless of holding or not. That's what I'm saying. Supposed to be it.
Supposed to.
And the benefit of that would be power savings. So think about it. The more you're agging, the more power you're pulling too.
That's true.
So do you really want to be sitting there agging all of that stuff all the time just so you can maybe hand off smoother when really you should be handing off smooth regardless of holding or not? Because remember, your phone's constantly scanning anyway.
Right.
So it's supposed to be like, oh, 71's over there, oh, 2's over there, oh, 66 is over there, oh. But it can be sitting on millimeter wave by knowing, while also knowing all of those are there. And when they need it, the back end of the network should be able to go, oh, you're getting weak on millimeter wave, hand off. You shouldn't have to hold it and just in case you need to hand off. It should just hand off anyway. Yeah, and that goes back to the network management. The network's supposed to tell the phone what to do. The phone shouldn't have to hold everything and just in case the network screws up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
The network is the director. It's supposed to say, hey, when you get to this value, that's the cutoff, hand off. And it should do it. But that goes back to properly managing and engineering your network. And whatever the scripts that are running on there that tells it what aggregations to use at what times, at what power levels. I would hope that they're that smart, you know.
But we're not seeing that type of level of intelligence on the network currently just yet. I mean,
but remember, that's supposed to come with standalone.
Right.
In theory, because standalone is supposed to be able to manage better than LTE could. So all this is supposed to be improvements that you see.
Right.
Other networks do it. Other networks, if we see same thing, it's like now. If you have a certain center level, your phone might be able to hold 256 QAM. But if that SNR gets just bad enough, it's supposed to be able to drop to a lower QAM, but maintain the connection.
Right.
We do the same thing in a DOCSIS network. If there's too much interference or something, the modem can't hold it at that QAM. It'll just drop to a lower QAM to maintain the connection.
Right, and that makes it more intelligent, which means it increases reliability or quality. It makes quality of service better.
Yeah, so that's why I said I don't think that the solution for reliability is more ag. I think it's just network management. Period.
True.
Yeah, just intelligent management, or as the people in the community say, good engineers in your market.
Right now, I don't know. Verizon engineers seem to be they're not getting paid very well.
I don't know about all of that.
I don't know. No, I'm playing.
I think they're all still growing and learning, you know.
But to add on to the T-Mobile side of the news, Rural America will probably be getting a lot more capacity coming up soon. Hold on. So if anybody follows what's going on in the cellular industry, auction 108 had happened a year and a half ago. And so T-Mobile, of course, being the 2.5 king, went in there and swept the competition. And as they supposed to, dole out the licenses, the FCC ran out of time to be able to dole out licenses, which is a very stupid thing to say since you're supposed to be the one giving out licenses. But the House okays bills to grant T-Mobile 2.5 licenses. So basically, T-Mobile had a lobbied Congress. They finally are going to probably end up getting their 2.5 licenses that they acquired through the 108 auction. And Rule America, y'all about to get supercharged, baby. Let's go. So T-Mobile paid $304 million to acquire the lion's share of the outstanding licenses of 2.5. And in 2022, FCC lost the ability to dole that out to T-Mobile. AT&T might have had a little bit of a hand in it to kind of slow it down. I'm not gonna say that AT&T didn't like the outcome, but they had a little bit of a hand in it to kind of slow it down. So, but that's just a update news for those who are curious to see if you're going to end up seeing a larger chunk of bandwidth. We're actually starting to see it now. What is it? That the guy that you on Twitter that you showed no radio?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen an 80 megahertz chunk of N41
on top of the 100.
On top of another 100. So
depends on where you live, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, here in DC, it's been like 100 and then 50, but they still do have like 40 megahertz on air for LTE.
Yeah, here that's bad. If I remember correctly, last time I checked, it was turned off here. Oh, and they had 20 on for a long time.
Oh wow.
Well, they had 40 on, then they had 20 on. They kept changing it. They kept going lower and lower. So if I'm not mistaken, I think we actually have 180 on air here.
Oh wow.
Remember, I told you I got a site here that does 1.8 without agging a bunch of stuff. So it's only agging 71. It wasn't agging in 25.
Have you noticed in N41's indoor performance has gotten way better?
No, because I don't have an active T-Mobile line anymore at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, I was at my doctor's office and I was just curious because these doctor's offices, they're old buildings.
Come on, man, they got asbestos. Asbestos is good stuff. That's the best stuff right there, boy. That probably amplifies the signal.
Oh no,
and the cancer.
Yeah, that too. So I'm in the doctor's office. I was like, yo, I know that I'm about 3 walls or maybe even 4 walls in because I know I can see the antenna from the street. So the antenna is like looking at the looking over the doctor's office building I'm in. Because since I go there, I was in the parking lot. I'm like, oh, I'm getting good signal here. It's negative, 75 RSRP. I was like, I wonder what it looked like inside. I get inside, it's like literally what was it? I would say 90. It was negative 90 on N41. So I'm running the test. I'm just shocked. Download and upload looks good, solid. So I'm just saying, man. So I'm just saying, man. Hey, the 2.5 is T-Mobile is finding that secret sauce right now. So
I mean, I never had 2.5 signal issues.
Well,
I know other guys talk about it in their markets, but I just never had issues.
I've never seen it either. I'm just saying that the performance has gotten better. I mean, from the early start, like when they were deploying it in 2020 at the beginning of the merger till now, leaps and bounds different.
Well,
Yeah.
I just want to understand like my home site is special ed.
What?
Because no, not on T-Mobile, on Verizon.
Oh,
Bro, even in the beginning when they were first deploying N41,
uh-huh.
right about the time when I got the OnePlus, I'm gonna say it would have what phone was I on then? It would have been the OnePlus 8.
Yeah.
And I was probably a half a mile from the site. The site only had like 60 on air. And I was getting 400 a half a mile away indoors.
Right.
My Verizon site don't work indoors 1,500 feet away. It don't work outdoors 1 mile away.
Now, that's weird.
So is my Verizon site running on low power? And if that's the case, would that explain, is it low power all around North Carolina?
I mean, it could.
Because here's the deal. Here, the N77 is only great in the city. There are
Right.
some rural sites with it, but they do not reach. And that's all I noticed. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with N77 itself, but there's something going on where if it's not built dense like it is in Greensboro, if you go near Randleman Lake, for instance, there's a 77 site near Randleman Lake. It barely reaches to the highway.
But here's the thing: why run it in low power now of all time?
I don't know.
It wouldn't make any sense.
Well, it's
you would have want to juice these sites up as much as possible right now.
Now, here's the deal, right? And I get it, right? Not in the sector, cool, right? But 1,500 feet away shouldn't matter.
No, you should be doing very good at.
It shouldn't matter. What I'm saying is not even connecting. I'm not saying it's slow. I'm saying it's not even connecting at 1,500 feet away.
Already, we got people who speed test in this community that be literally be humping.
They're telling me they're like 4 miles away. I'm like, bro, that don't work here. That does not work here. I challenge any of y'all come to North Carolina and you link to a 77 site 4 miles away. You will not.
Hey, look, no.
So there's one or two things going on. Your phone ain't updating PCIs, or you're delusional.
I mean, delusion is
I give you an example
of grandeur. You know,
if you go in Greensboro, you can't be 4 miles from a site. So it's impossible to tell me it works 4 miles when it's impossible to be 4 miles from a site in the city.
That's true.
First of all, because in Greensboro, all the carriers have sites like every like I'm gonna say
mile probably
at minimum mile. Maximum mile in the city, max of a mile. So it's impossible to be 4 miles from a site in Greensboro. Okay, it just ain't gonna happen. So guess what? I can't, but guess what? I can't stretch my homie tower even in the sector. I can't stretch it to a mile on flat land.
What?
So is it low power, or are these people PCIs not updating? They really think they holding in 77 4 or 5 miles away.
I have always assumed that because it didn't make any sense. Like, you know, if you, especially a lot of the people that we talked to, they didn't seem like they lived in country.
That's what,
like, you know, if you lived in country, like, you know, whenever we've looked at people's videos and everything, like they lived in pretty rural areas, maybe low level cityscape. So I'm gonna assume that you got pretty decent tower density.
How are you 4 miles from a site? If you claim it's on every tower, but you can stretch it 4 miles, that don't make sense.
Yeah, well, you can't lock PCIs.
That's my
like we don't have look. Consumer level does not have the ability to lock PCIs. We might be able to tinker with our phones and lock bands.
But that's what my question is.
At most, but how are you? PCIs.
How are you stretching a site 4 miles when you just told me your area is covered in 77? If it's covered in 77, how are you 4 miles from a site? And there's no other site. That's what I'm asking. So some of that stuff is sketchy to me. And
it does sound sketchy.
And I tell you right now, if you come where I live and you drive 4 miles, you're going to pass, even in the country, you're going to pass 3 Verizon towers because that's how close they are, even in the country where I'm at.
Well, okay, so here you go. Devil's advocate, in the early days of deployment of N77, they could have been stretching like one tower further until they got the density in.
Well, here they ain't doing that because remember I told you there's at the moment in my county there's only 3 N77 sites.
Well, wait,
so if anybody can stretch a tower 4 miles, it should be me, right?
Yeah.
My point exactly.
One second, hold on. You're still only seeing
3. There's 3 in my whole county. 400 square mile county, 3 in 77 sites active.
Verizon has gone. Look, I just think something. Let me put it like this.
And
From last year when because DC was an early clear area, right? So my metro area was an early clear area. So from last year till now, I have noticed more N77 sites going up and hitting out, like even during my test, I hit 1.6 gigs on some sites. It happened multiple times.
oh yeah, I got a site I can do 1.8 on. I got a Verizon site I do 1.8 on in Greensboro area.
But
sure can.
But still no.
But so remember, in Greensboro is Guilford County. I live in Randolph County. Okay, it's still so the city next to me is literally 3 total miles away, and there's over 50-something thousand people there, and they have 1 N77 site in that town.
That's weird.
Okay, the county is over 480 square miles, and there's 3 sites online with N77.
That's weird. 50,000 people. You would think that
they
would turn that up right now.
And just so happens that the first site online is the one next to my house, and it don't reach in my house. I'm not even joking. The first site on with N77 in the entire county is 1,500 feet from my house, and I live in the middle of nowhere.
Oh God.
So maybe they just like me.
Oh
no, that tower. You know why? That tower had literally band 13 and band 5 only. It had 15 megahertz on air total before the upgrade.
No radio. Are you saying that you got the Mercy build? Like they were like, just go ahead and put it out here anyway.
Yeah. So I literally went from 15 megahertz on my homie tower to like 200 plus megahertz overnight. Because they skipped it for N66. They skipped it for band 2. And even when they had band 5, they only had 5 megahertz of it on air.
Verizon's deployment seems very weird.
I'm just telling you. So when these people talk about how fast Verizon's deploying, well, they must have just did opposite day of T-Mobile, because T-Mobile covered my whole county. They covered my whole little rinky-dink, nowhere, as Brian would say, county. They covered the whole daggum thing with N41 in freaking like 9 months. Here we are, almost 2 years in on N77, and I have 3 towers and 480 square miles.
Wow.
So you tell me, what the heck is Verizon doing?
Hey, I don't know. This is strange.
And if you think I'm full of it, go to Verizon's website and look up the county. The Verizon site is accurate.
Oh wow.
It only shows the 3 freaking sites. It is accurate. It's not wrong.
No, it's like they forgot about you.
They don't care. That's why I say these people talk about how fast, never say something deployed so fast. I'm like, I have seen much faster from every other carrier.
You're like, well, apparently Verizon is a quicksand right now. They moving very slowly. Look, but you know what? It could be market share too. So do you know what the market share is?
Remember what I told you? This is an area where you had to have Verizon 5 years ago. You had to. There was no other option.
Yeah.
They had at least 80% market share.
But no radio, here's the thing. Even if you have 80% market share, right?
Oh, they didn't care. They were getting 1 megabit while T-Mobile was doing 70. They didn't care. The network was that tank. 1 meg was the max you're gonna get in Randolph County.
But what if that market share means nothing now, and that T-Mobile might be pulling market share from rural America?
Well, they are. That's the point I'm making.
So your let's say your haste, you might not be as hasty to run out there while losing customers. And since you might be losing customers in rural America, why go out there and juice up these sites to try to hold on to customers that they're leaving anyway? And
I got something for you. Let me show you this. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna prove to you. I'm pretty sure my site's on low power. And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna prove it. Facts, baby. I know the site's on low power. Let's go. All righty. Take a look at this Verizon coverage map. You see this big old red spot over here?
Where
in the middle? The big one. Yeah,
the big one.
That's a single site.
Oh yeah,
covering all of that supposedly, right?
Right.
If you look out to the left, you see a little splotch out here to the left, right here.
Yeah, I see that.
That's my homie tower. Look at how small that splotch is. So whenever I tell y'all this site don't reach 1,500 feet, look at how small that splotch is.
Wow, what is that? You
My
can
house
throw a
is
paper plane that far.
my house is right here. It's only 1,500 feet from here to here. This tower covers nothing. It's got to be. Look at that, and then look at Denver. Compare it. Look at this one. What it claims to cover.
Wow.
This is a zero build. That's this one. How's it cover all of that? But this one only covered this little spot. This site's on low power, bro, and I don't know why. It's on low power. And if we look at the whole county here, 1, 2, and then mine is 3. This is on the county line of Davidson County. This tower is actually in Davidson. So I guess it bleeds over into my county. So look at how empty this county is with N77.
Yeah, that's tough. Hey, do this. All right, so you got that pulled up. Pull up T-Mobile's coverage.
Oh, it's man, you can get it in the cow pasture. What you talking about? Bro, you get 800 down in a literal cow pasture out here.
He said, "Yo,
not even BS
on cell phones."
So that even according to Verizon, my tower don't have no coverage. So so if I tell you it don't reach, and Verizon says it don't reach, then it don't reach, right?
Right.
Who can argue with that?
I don't know. You can't argue with that.
Even Verizon's own map reflects my tower reaching nothing.
But nobody else. I'm looking at North Carolina. Like I'm looking at this, right? I live more towards the coast.
Yeah, you over here. Look at this.
I'm over there. I'm over there, right?
No, actually, you down here. It's even more empty. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 sites right there. That's 2 counties with 3 sites.
Wow.
So
like a murder scene. That's what that looked like.
So when everybody talks about all this N77 deployed, look at this emptiness. Emptiness. Big gaps. Especially look at the North Carolina, South Carolina border. It's depressing.
Hey, in comparison, you got to put T-Mobile up there. Let's see what it do, man. You got to put T-Mobile up there. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what my doxes can pull up. Oh, let me share the tab, man. That would help. Here's T-Mobile. And it's accurate. I can tell you it's accurate. Look at the difference.
Yeah, that's crazy.
See the difference? It's covered. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Down here, there is literally nothing down here. This is a dead area. N41's out there.
Wow.
All these sites do a minimum of 800.
Are you telling me the cows got flip phones out there, man?
Yes. Yep. So, you compare Verizon's coverage of my area to T-Mobile's.
Spin it out. Spin out a little bit.
Oh, it's freaking. This thing sucks. You got to hit control and scroll. Dang it. See, T-Mobile need to fix their site. Their site's trash. This is the T-Mobile for the whole North Carolina.
That's not fair.
See how much different it is?
No, that's not fair at all.
See how look at this whole area. See how this has nothing?
That could explain loss of customers.
That's what I'm talking about. No, don't get me wrong. The Verizon's network has improved since, I'm gonna say, last year. Overall, yes. But it's still crazy to me that we have thousands of miles in a state with 0 N77. Wow. If you're not in Greensboro, Winston, Charlotte, Raleigh, or Durham, good luck with N77. You will not have it. But you can pretty much go to any corner in this state other than the Uwharrie Forest, which is a national park, and get N41. And if you notice where Uwharrie is, it's roaming coverage because it's U.S. Cellular down there.
Hey, they might buy U.S. Cellular because guess what? Here you go. So,
guess what? This isn't true anymore either. You see how it says Troy is partner coverage?
Yeah.
Not anymore. This is there's legacy Sprint here that has been converted. This actually has N40. I'm sorry, I ain't even showing it. This right here says partner. No, there's legacy Sprint there that T-Mobile does work on. Wow. And most of them are actually upgraded now. So I don't know why they haven't upgraded this, but Troy has had T-Mobile service down for at least a year and a half.
Damn, that is big.
So if anything, what's crazy is T-Mobile isn't showing stuff they've done. And Verizon is being honest about what they haven't done. They're being honest. Verizon is not lying with this map of my county. It is not a lie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And this is the lake site. When I drive to work from my area. This is the Randleman Lake area. This is where there's a rural sites here that have 77, but where the highway runs, it barely reaches. But if you look at this map, it says it has great coverage. It just barely reaches. But as soon as you get into Greensboro,
bam,
you're golden. You're great. You can't be 4 miles from a site. It's impossible.
Yo, that's where Verizon's customers are going.
And it's all millimeter wave.
Yeah.
It's millimeter wave all through all of this too. All these streets, all this area. This whole, you can basically just say this whole city has millimeter wave.
Wow.
Not a part of town. The whole town has millimeter wave. If you're in the immediate,
you said not a little bit, all of it.
All of it. Yes, it's true. All of Greensboro. If you're in the city, you can find a millimeter wave in every freaking corner of the city areas of Greensboro. It is not missing.
Man, you know what? I thought that T-Mobile had expanded, but I didn't know they went out like gangbusters like that.
Yeah, they went to places where literally, like the Seagrove areas, Eula. These are places that were dead zones even for Verizon before. And T-Mobile has coverage out there. Verizon only would have like Band 5 out there, CDMA back in the day.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk to the residential knee pads himself and ask him what's going on.
But it's all good, man. Like I said, my Verizon service is working better than it was, so I'll give them that. But this N77 is not rolling out quick, especially where the mall is that I complained about.
But no, radio, the fact that it's not moving quickly says that Verizon is going according to market share. Yeah. If you see an area declining in customers, why would you invest in it?
Well, that's why you should.
You would invest in
if you had all the market share and you start losing it, you don't just say, "Oh, I guess it's gone now."
Not necessarily, because I mean, look at it from the standpoint. You got all of the United States to try to get to, right? But even Verizon doesn't have an unlimited budget. I don't care. Look, yes, Verizon has them dollars, but they understand they're not flipping them dollars like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because look, Band 13 only site tells you how cheap Verizon can be. Okay. So if they had the ability to deploy their whole deployment and they still never really did it until now, that lets you know that they could be cheap too. And so if you start seeing your customer base dwindle in different places, yeah, you're not going to go out there and start putting the whole kit and caboodle on to do what? To retain people. You might do it enough to keep people from leaving, but you're not going to do enough to try to pull new customers in, because it requires you to spend too much money to try to do it. T-Mobile is all growth for T-Mobile. That's the reason why.
I'll tell you what's funny though. If you're in Asheboro, you're better off on Spectrum Mobile than you are on Verizon, even though it is Verizon.
Lord.
Because you can use all the Spectrum Mobile hotspots and all the modems and routers in the malls and the movie theaters and all these places. You're better off on Spectrum Mobile. Like no BS. If I my daughter loves Chick-fil-A, my baby girl, and there's a Chick-fil-A in our mall. If I go into that Chick-fil-A, I cannot even play YouTube on Verizon.
Wow.
In the mall where you think you would have service, across the street from a cell tower that's not upgraded. But if I'm on Spectrum Mobile, the whole mall has Spectrum service in it. 400 down, 20 up on hotspot automatically.
Oh, that's crazy.
So where Verizon falls off, Spectrum picks up the pieces inside that building. Which brings me to my next point. Since Verizon is not going to be expanding any of their hotspots, because obviously ain't gonna be no Fios in my area ever, right?
Right.
So I could imagine if you live in like a Jersey or something where there's Fios everywhere, there's probably a bunch of Verizon hotspots all over the place. Who knows? I don't know. I don't live in those places. But to me, I'm like, shoot, pay Spectrum, let you use the Wi-Fi, something like do something.
Hey, no video. It will require them to show admission that they are not as good as they say they are.
But to me, if the guy next to me is paying $29.99 for Spectrum and he's getting perfect data in the mall, and I'm paying $100 to Verizon and I can't watch YouTube, there's a problem with that.
That is a problem. That's a very big problem.
all the benefits of my Verizon, but he also gets to have service in the mall where Verizon sucks. There's a problem with that. And if I was the Verizon local people, I'd be embarrassed about that.
You know what? That remember I just said that it could be that T-Mobile's pulling customers. It could be Spectrum pulling customers.
But we know they are. I know that.
So there go another reason why invest in the area if you're not gonna be able to pull customers from it.
Do you remember I told you I couldn't even get my phone to activate in the Verizon store?
Oh,
because the tower is that bad. It's a corporate Verizon store.
Man, they didn't have no indoor DAS. They didn't have an individual small cell in the store.
Nope, they've got Spectrum DOCSIS internet in the Verizon corporate store, and you have to like sign in on the Wi-Fi to activate freaking phones. Isn't that hilarious?
God. Not sign into the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I'm not even joking. So imagine you're the sales rep and you just got this guy to get the service, and the cell tower barely works in your store.
Yeah.
You see the problem?
You go down to the corner of 33rd and 5th. Then you can activate your phone from there. We can't
it's not because there's not signal, it's because the site is that tanked.
Oh wow.
That's what I'm trying
that congested.
Yes. And that's why I say it needs N77 badly. There's perfect signal, but the tower's always tanked.
Dang.
Especially if it's a Friday or a Saturday where everybody's out shopping. So the mall gets loaded up, the Walmart gets loaded up, the Lowe's Home Improvements loaded up, all the restaurants in town are loaded up with people in the restaurants. If the YMCA's got soccer games going that day, there might be 500 people in the field down the street on the same site as you, and all of y'all are sharing literally like 60 megahertz of bandwidth.
What is the what do you know what your root score is for your area?
They don't even check my area. That's why I don't be caring about root metrics.
Wow.
That's why I don't be caring about root metrics. You see? It's irrelevant when they don't even come to your area.
The damn root people.
You see that? If all you do is go to all the major metropolitans and you say, "Oh, that's the best in that state," good luck with that dynamic.
Hey, that means that Raleigh's golden. Apparently, the rest of the states is like that. Thank you.
There is no root metrics for my county. Here's my county. You see any root metrics measurements around here?
Nope.
What do they measure? Durham, Greensboro, and Winston-Salem.
Yeah,
that is it. If you go out for the whole state, they do Charlotte, Durham, Fayetteville, Greensboro, Raleigh, and Winston. That is all they check. Do you realize that Raleigh is freaking like 200 miles from Charlotte? What about the 200 miles between there? Okay.
That don't exist. It's a pocket dimension.
I'm 120 miles from Charlotte.
Wow.
I'm an hour from Winston. I'm 40 minutes from Greensboro. I'm an hour from Durham, and I'm an hour from Raleigh. Yeah, if you drive from Raleigh to Charlotte, that's a 3-hour drive almost. I can get to Myrtle Beach just as fast. There, I'm near.
Oh wow. Dang.
You should. Hey, I tell you, if you ever take a plane out of Raleigh, they'll take you to Charlotte a lot. The flight on the plane is like 15 minutes. I'm like, man, this is stupid. I bought my ticket in Raleigh just to fly to Charlotte 15 minutes, then to turn around and fly to Florida.
Wow.
It's dumb.
Hey, you could have just drove to Charlotte.
Yeah, but then they charge you more for the ticket. That's how the airlines is dumb like that.
Oh god.
Depending on which airport you buy the ticket, the price is cheaper. In Charlotte, the tickets are always high. So people purposely buy them in Raleigh, even though you end up on the same plane as the guy who's in Charlotte already.
Hey, look, they do that same thing here because like we got 3 airports within earshot, pretty much. BWI, Dulles, and Reagan. Well, guess what? Reagan is more expensive because everybody flies out of Reagan, but nobody wants to drive that 30-35 miles to Dulles or BWI.
Yeah, all 3 of our airports are 15 minutes flights from each other, but hours.
They don't even get the cruising speed. They just
bro. As soon as the seatbelt sign come off, it turn back on. That's what it do.
You can now run. No, get back in your seat.
But shoot, from Raleigh to Orlando, 30 minutes.
Wow,
it's that quick. As soon as the plane gets to altitude, it starts coming back down again.
You feel it crest. It goes up and we're right down.
I'm not even joking. That's exactly what it does. It's that quick. Anybody who's made that flight knows I ain't BS. I can get from Raleigh, NC to Orlando, Florida in 30 minutes on a plane.
Wow. Yo. So no radio. We've bashed Verizon enough to.
I'm not
today.
bashing. I'm just telling them what's wrong with my county. We ain't special.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. You know, sometimes we gotta let the laying dogs die. You know what I mean? You gotta let them down. Let them sleep.
If Verizon is supposed to be the Ferrari, I'm showing up to the racetrack with a Ferrari and I'm getting beat by scooters. Okay, I'm not happy about that. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, look, if you spent $1 million+ and that little scooter's whooping your butt, you might be investing in the wrong thing at that point.
Yeah. Basically, if Verizon stays the way they are, they need to keep all my discounts the way they are, and then I won't complain.
Oh, your discount's starting to run out, aren't they?
No. Shoot, just get started, dog.
Oh.
I got like $80 off my bill, bro, every month.
Oh wow.
They like,
you know what's funny?
I've been
getting crazy offers from Verizon though, man. I've been getting like, yo, you want an Xbox? You want a PlayStation? I'm like, Verizon is like
they competing, and I have to give them that they're competing.
But it's so weird to see them act this way. You know, it seems strange.
But here's the thing: what's going to happen in a year or a year from now? Are they going to try to shoot me back $300 and think I'm going to just be happy about it?
That's true.
Or are they going to say, hey, man, you stayed around. Look, here's another year. I'm like, okay. Give me reasons to stay is all I'm saying.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Granted, I mean, I only got one line. You got a family line. You got a family set.
Yeah,
so they're going to treat you with way more love than they are going to look at me. They figure that, oh, well, since you're by yourself, apparently you play games. So, first of all, I don't like the fact that Verizon has stereotyped me. Even though it was correct, I am a gamer.
Oh, Jesus.
Verizon does stereotype me in the right way. It's not. I don't know how I feel about that.
You remember that? Remember the mixtape DJ, the mixtape voice? Where'd you get this shit? DJ Southern Smoke.
Hey,
that's how they be sounding.
Hey, that's exactly what it sounds like. That's exactly what it sounds like. So no radio. We got to go to the controversy, man. We got. You know, I paused my podcast last week because this debate we about to have was the fire debate because I had to go look. I had to go dig to find the counter argument to you, and I don't like to lose arguments. Okay,
I don't mind losing an argument.
I don't like losing arguments, so I had to go dig and find some information. So,
you buttering this up, so it better be good, sir.
Man, it's good. I'm good for it. I'm good for it. You know,
I want you better break full research and scientific practice with it.
Okay. Hey, look, you know, you can take it to the bank, man. I mean, you might bounce the check, but you can still take it to the bank.
I only take cashier's checks, sir.
All right, so let's get it going. First of all, on the EV side of things, for those that care, don't care, me personally, I like what's going on. No radio, you drive a lot, just like I do. Okay,
yep, I do about 300 miles every 2 days.
So, as you were driving to and from, like you went to Tennessee last week, right?
Yes, sir.
And along that route, you probably saw what they call have you seen those truck stops called, was it Flying J?
Not on that route, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so
ain't that popular out here. There's a handful.
But hey, they're still a super brand because they're popular for truck stops.
Loves won't saw the smoke out here. So
hold on, let me pull this up so people can see it. So everybody, look, right now it's an arms race going on, sir. So the reason why I'm setting this up, I'm setting up my argument. So give me a moment. Let me Let Quavo cook for a second. You know what I mean? Let me cook.
I ain't saying that. I'm gonna let
So-
you skin this squirrel. For that little bitty meat you about to pull out the gristle. Go ahead.
So you look. So that right now, you got the EV companies coming in. They're trying to get prime real estate. So EVgo, Electrify America, all the major players are trying to get prime real estate basically on these highways and byways. You know, Flying J is one of them. You know, here, let me pull it. Let me see where it's at.
They pull my whiskey.
Circle K, Pilot at Walmart's. So Flying J is one that I know because whenever I'm on 95, there's a whole bunch of them on 95.
Mhm.
So when I'm all going up and down that, for me personally, I stop at truck stops because their amenities are better. The truck like trucker stops, man, they have the best amenities. Like there's a Bowling Greens in Virginia. Yo, they got a Subway, a Baskin Robbins. They got all this stuff. And let's say if you were taking a road trip, you could take a shower, shit and shave at these Flying J's and
For
be fresh.
$8, $15 for a shower.
There you go. But hey, I'm just saying, man. Now EV stops. These are gonna become EV stops too. So the expansion of fast chargers are becoming more prevalent. Okay, so
What do you call
that's
fast?
part.
What do you call fast?
Anything that's over 150 kilo.
No. We talking about time, not all these technical terms. What is a fast time to charge?
30 minutes.
Nah, that ain't gonna cut the mustard.
30 minutes.
Ain't gonna work for me.
I don't know, man. I've said it. These Flying J's, and people be sitting there taking selfies and sitting around. And,
I don't want
and
to.
then they going in there going to grab a sub from Subway and a Baskin Robbins. It takes about 30 minutes.
I can get from Greensboro to home faster than your charging time, sir. I get mad when I gotta wait for a gas pump. You understand?
Oh God!
So you think I want to sit at a charging station for 30 minutes? I want the option to charge and the option to swap my batteries. I want both.
But see, here's the thing: the reason why I think that is kind of weirdly stupid.
Go ahead.
Is because in making progress in one means that one of them is gonna have to die.
That's not true. You being stubborn in your old age, because true change means options. True change is not one thing has to rule all.
No,
that's not true change. Innovation means you give people options. Meaning this: if I buy a Tesla for $50,000, and in 10 years when my warranty runs out and my Tesla is only worth $7,000 and a new battery still $15,000, that car is officially scrap metal.
Yes and no.
Because I'm $8,000 in the hole on a $7,000 car.
And the reason why, hold on, let me pull this one up. So the reason why I say yes and then no about it is because not having a standard limits progress.
I didn't say don't have a standard. I said do both. Meaning you can plug it in and charge it on a standard charger or be able to swap the battery for additional money for a fee.
True.
Which would mean your car never ends up with a repair bill for a battery ever.
Well,
that's what it means.
I think that currently right now that I feel like we're judging what the future is going to end up being.
But here's the you keep trying to make people invest today for a maybe payoff later.
No, it's not going to be a maybe payoff.
It is a maybe. So what if in 15 years batteries are still $14,000, but the car's worth $1,000? Who's getting payoff from that? If you purchase a car, right, and it's an investment in the long run, it's technically an investment. If you're driving that vehicle for 10 years and the warranty goes out and the repair for the car is more than the car is worth, how are you winning?
You are not winning. You're not winning.
But
you're not winning if you're working.
Keep putting fresh batteries in. Who am I not winning then?
you would be winning, yes.
So
But
that is the point. Why can't we have fast charge stations and swappable battery stations? Why can't we have both?
Because the more integrated the systems are, the better the
It
performance of the
would be
car.
integrated, Keon. I can take my Honda Civic and get gas in California. You go if they come up with a battery standard, and you can hot swap batteries, you get the best of both worlds. Why are you so against solving both problems? You only care about solving one of the problems, and you keep ignoring the other one.
No. The reason why I am against battery swapping
is because
once you start going down the path of trying to do swapping, then another standard doesn't have a chance to see the true potential of what it can
That's
actually
not
do.
Remotely true, Keon.
Technically speaking, it is. Because
okay, let's play the game. Let's use history.
Okay.
It's 1978. What was happening around that time?
1978.
What was happening with motor vehicles at that time? 75, 76, 77. What was happening?
Was it emissions?
More going on than that. Gas shortage. At that time, every freaking car had a V8. And everybody made the same daggone argument. 4 cylinders. You're gonna start putting 4 cylinders. V8s were just standard. Everybody's got V8. We can't possibly put smaller engines in cars. Now here we are in 2023 with 4 cylinders making 400 horsepower.
Yeah.
When them V8s in 1977 was barely making 185.
But
your argument is that you can't have innovation and options. That's not realistic.
No.
Options and innovation at the same time.
But
You're saying that if they bring a battery swapping standard, that they just will give up on making charging better. That's not true.
I think that is true.
Well, I'm sorry, dog. It ain't remotely true.
Well, because so here's the thing. The reason
you're gonna have both. That's the point. You're telling me you'd rather sacrifice all these people's money on throwing away cars for the next 15 years just so charging can get better.
No, but here's the thing.
But that's what's gonna happen.
But no, you're still working on the assumption that batteries are gonna still be 20 grand in the next 5, 10, or 15 years.
I will bet you money on it.
I bet you $1 whole dollar.
No, see, you ain't about that life. See, you ain't about that life, bro.
Man, you ain't about to break.
And remember, it's the egg argument, right? You keep trying to tell people to suffer now so we can supposedly push innovation. When we know for a fact, companies only innovate whenever they're losing.
Yes.
Let's just be real. No one innovates because they're the only option.
That's true.
If fast charging is the only option for the future of electric vehicles, that means no one will need to innovate, because why innovate when we're just going to force people to keep buying freaking batteries? There's no need to innovate at that point.
All right, so hold on.
And here's the thing. You said that once there's enough cars, right? You said once there's enough cars, the battery prices come down. But the problem is we'll never get to the point of enough cars if you keep telling people to throw away 20 grand in batteries. That's the problem. You can't make Jim Bob, who's against the battery thing, go buy a battery just because you say so. You have to meet with him in the middle to get him on the boat before you can see that boat battery action happen.
The whole 20 grand for a battery is a stopping point for a lot of people right now.
But so my point is this: if you remove that big hurdle out of the way, what's going to happen with the EV market?
It's going to explode.
So ain't that the goal? Because then once it explodes, what happens? Then the batteries come down, right?
Right.
So my point is, what you want to do? Make it take 15 years to explode, or get it to explode in the next 3 or 4?
You want it to explode in the next 3 or 4.
Well, it ain't with these batteries being over $5 grand. Because the truth is, these batteries have to be cheap as an engine to be realistic.
But no, the way I look at battery swapping is somebody that took your argument, which is I don't want to wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or I don't want to wait 30 minutes for my car to charge up, and I'm gonna solve a solution
after you wait in line. Remember, after you wait in line, because remember, even these chargers charge slower when there's a car on both sides, right? Oh, you didn't read that part.
No, wait. The newer chargers, if you're gonna use Tesla.
I read your article you had. It said that if those chargers, if a car is on both sides of that thing, it charges at a different rate.
Yes, they do.
That's a problem.
But that's the older ones.
So
the newer ones actually will charge at 200, like the Tesla charger.
But here's the
problem. You get a supercharger, it will charge at 200 200 kilowatts per hour for almost the whole session. So
let's play the game. If you're have you ever worked in a gas station?
I've never worked in a gas
I
station.
have, sir. Do you have a clue how many cars come through a gas station before 9 a.m.?
No, a lot of them do.
Even in a small town, you're gonna probably have 100 cars. You gonna tell me you can charge 100 cars in an hour, even if you had 10 chargers?
No.
That's the point I'm making.
Okay.
You have to replace the existing infrastructure with something remotely near it. If you have a bunch of people who live in apartments like you that can't plug their car in, and they on the way to work and go, dang, I got it. My work's an hour away, and I only got 30% battery left, man. I got to go ahead and get it charged. And then they realize, well, heck, if I actually charge, I'm gonna be late for work. You see the problem? So what happens is you got the normal people who are all driving gasoline vehicles, and each one of them could fill up in 5 minutes and get out of the way. Now they're all having to sit there 30 minutes. And I got the same parking lot in my gas station that I had 20 years ago, and my gas station only got 8 pumps. And now I got 8 EV chargers, and I could only charge 8 cars an hour or 8 cars every 30 minutes. So what, 16 cars an hour when I used to have 100 plus come through in an hour?
So what happens when you're able to charge at your job?
You think that everybody that work at the Mickey D's is gonna plug in their car to charge? Do you think everybody that works at the Walmart is gonna be able to plug all their cars into charge? No, they're not. Only 300 people in the Walmart, and if say we get 50% EVs, that means there's gonna be 150 EVs in the parking lot plus the employees' EVs. Where are these chargers coming from to plug into?
Well, because it's going to be AC charging.
What that got to do with anything?
Because AC charging will be more available than DC charging.
But that
DC
doesn't matter.
You need space.
But
you need
how
space
many chargers? Think about it. If you have a Walmart that sees 1,200 people a day come through, plus employees, how many chargers would you actually need in that parking lot? If it takes 30 minutes to charge one, and think about it. If I work at Walmart and I plug my EV in and I go for work, guess what? My car about to be sitting there for 8 hours because I'm at work. I can't just go out there and move the car until lunch break, maybe. So maybe my car sits there for 4 hours.
You don't have to sit there for 8 hours. I mean,
no, you didn't listen. If you clock in at 8 a.m. at Walmart and your lunch ain't till noon, that means your car is where it's at for 4 hours. Right. If that's in front of the charger, that means you just held the charger up for 4 hours.
But that wouldn't be a problem. That wouldn't be a problem.
It would, because somebody else needs that charger right now, and your car's sitting there. You see the problem?
Well, okay, that you're assuming that the car needs to charge up and then move.
But who's gonna move the car?
But the thing is you wouldn't have to move your car.
Why wouldn't you? Because
you would have enough chargers for everybody.
Okay, so you're telling me that a regular Walmart's gonna have 200 chargers in the parking lot?
And with the fact that now that we've moved to a new standard, you can have more chargers for more people, and you can expand it.
I get
you can expand it
but I said,
to have more.
Who's going to pay for the 200 chargers at the Walmart parking lot? Nobody is the point. And if you come to the South, if you go to a Walmart, it's not just a Walmart. It's a Walmart. Then it's a Chinese restaurant. Then it's a cricket store. Then it's a boot store. Then it's a Mexican restaurant. Then it's the damn Dillard's. So you add up all the people.
It would be the whoever runs that.
You would literally have to put a charger in every parking space to make it realistic.
And here's the thing: they have been able to do it.
Where? Show me a place where they have 200 chargers in a spot.
It
don't exist.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Where?
Okay. It's not here in America yet, but
no, we talking about America. We ain't talking about a country. We ain't talking about a country the size of my armpit. Okay, we got more people in the county than they do in the country. No,
I follow this guy. It's Out of Spec Reviews on YouTube, and he's currently in Germany right now, and he showed a parking lot full of just AC chargers.
Well, guess what? The largest charging in the largest charging EV charging station in the world is actually in California, and it's only 98 of them.
Yeah, that's DC charging. I'm talking about AC charging.
Okay, once again, you're missing the point. Who's going to buy 200 chargers? Remember, you have to make the investment. You think Walmart gonna buy them? No, Walmart don't even buy their own buildings. They get the county that they put the Walmart in to pay for it, and they offer jobs, and they lease the buildings. Now they gonna pay for the chargers?
No.
My point is, dude, you need to have both options. It's the reality. You need to be able to charge, but if you need to do something that's an emergency, you should be able to swap. That's the reason why the EV buses in Greensboro literally park to charge, and they jump in the next one and drive it the route, and then they jump back in the other one and drive it the route, and jump back in the other one and drive it the route.
No, I totally get that.
It's
I
because they
understand.
can't charge. They can't keep that route and charge. They can't do it. Must be late every day.
That part I do understand. I'm just saying that if we go down the path of trying to make battery swapping easier for everybody,
Yes.
then what ends up sacrificing is the innovation that you would get for charging.
The innovation is going to get sacrificed anyway, because once they get a standard in place, they're going to hold that thing for like 20 years, Keon. And you seem to think they're not. And I'm telling you, history repeats itself. Think about it, bro. When the last time you seen innovation in a field where they make billions of dollars? When's the last time you actually seen
it?
So why is it going to be different with EVs? It's not. They're going to come up with a standard, and then they're going to sit on it for 20 years and milk it dry until people say we're tired of this. They're not going to keep making it better just because you say so.
Well,
the point is this. So I'll give you an example. If they can get EVs to charge in 5 minutes in the next 5 years, then you're right.
It's not going to happen.
And there's the problem. That's why I say, why can't we have both? You get what you want, and I get what I want in this scenario. Because here's what happens. Once you get people to adopt, then, like you said, the prices will come down. But if people keep refusing to adopt, you're just elongating how long it takes to get to that point. Which means you will likely be out of your warranty, and you will be 10 to 15 grand in the hole on your car, and you won't even be able to give it away because the next person ain't gonna want to pay you for it and put a battery in it, even if the battery was only 10 grand.
Let me ask you this question, because I know that you always bring up the price of the battery, and not only the battery.
Because remember, I compare it to what happens to you in a regular car now. If you go out and buy a freaking Ford Taurus right now for freaking, $38,000 in 10 years, there is not a single part on that car that costs more than $4 or $5 grand. Yes. Not a single part. That means that if the car is still worth $8,000, it might be worth fixing to you. But if the car is worth less than the battery, you are now going to have a scrap pile of Teslas in a damn yard somewhere because people are going to refuse to fix them. Which then does what? It defeats the purpose of us so-called helping the environment with EVs, because now people are going to just be throwing them away like cell phones. They're going to end up in a drawer like iPhone 5s.
Oh, God.
In your world, these cars will become disposable like user electronics that we use, because people,
I wouldn't say they become disposable, but
it will, because who's going to invest in them? Who's going to give you money for a car with a battery this bad? Who?
No, nobody.
And that's the point. So what happens to the car? It's a paperweight now.
But
it's a 7,000 pound paperweight that only you have money invested in. And then you have to look at yourself and go, do I want to spend, even if the price was $9,000, do I want to spend $9,000 to fix this 10-year-old car? Or do I just want to go get a new 2033 or whatever the heck it may be?
So that's what I'm saying. What price would be acceptable?
It has to be as cheap as a gasoline engine is to replace.
And gasoline engine costs what? Between $5 and $7 grand.
Wrong. Absolutely wrong. Bro, I worked on cars my whole life. They do not. I just showed you a Mercedes engine is only $3,000, sir, the other day. Did you forget about that?
No, I did not forget about that. But then you can get a
rebuilt Honda engine for a freaking 2020 Honda for $1,800, Keon.
Well, here's the thing. If
rebuilt, that means they tore it apart, machined it, and made it just like a brand new engine. $1,800.
So if trends are to be believed, that a brand new battery pack is 20 grand.
No, even if it's 9 grand, it's too much, because the car ain't gonna be worth that. That's what I'm saying.
But that's assuming that that's gonna be the price for the next 10 years. I don't think that's what's gonna be.
I said 9 grand. I cut it in half.
Right.
So you're telling me that if the adoption rate stays where it's at and doesn't change, the batteries are still going to come down? That's what you're telling me.
Yes.
No, they're not.
Because why not?
Only way they're coming down is if the adoption rate goes up.
Well, the adoption rate is still it's
it declined. Why do you think all these manufacturers pulled their plans back? They all pulled their plans back on EVs because the market went down.
But here's the thing: the Tesla's Tesla's balance sheet went up. they sold more Ford
They-
Lightnings also in this year than they did last year. So people are buying EVs.
That's because they made more. Couldn't even get them out the door last year. Look, EVs have dropped 30% year over year, sir.
Hey, also wait. Austin and the
And-
Galaxy. He said he also said the Galaxy S5 is in people's drawers too.
And look, and remember, Tesla had to lose profit to sell the cars. So what you gonna say?
Yeah, yeah, but I think they intended on doing that anyway, dog. I have a sneaking suspicion that what we're seeing, because the way that I feel about this car, I don't feel the same exact way. Like, no radio, you're a car person. I'm gonna say it like this.
I'm a person that if I spend 50 grand on something, I want to know that in 10 years it still has value. That's it.
I understand.
That's all I care about.
But
because at least I can turn around. Because think about it. If you got a grandfather, right? Like me, I'm from the South, right? My granddaddy and my uncle, they got classic vehicles and trucks. They got cars they bought 50 years ago that you could buy 2 Teslas with.
Yeah.
In your world, that goes away. Ain't gonna be no classic Teslas because the battery costs more than the car gonna be worth. Ain't nobody gonna be like, boy, I sure do miss old school DC charging. It was so much better. There ain't gonna be no classic cars in a world where we don't where we own the battery. Because owning the battery has no value. You don't gain anything from owning your battery. That's my other problem. There's no benefits to owning the battery. Not a single one. Not a single one. Think about it. Can you give me a benefit to owning the battery versus not owning it?
I don't know. I don't know yet.
Well, okay, I'll give you an example, right? If say in 5 years, right? Say in 5 years, if Tesla says, you know what, we ain't gonna allow no cars older than 10 years to charge.
Oh no.
You can't do nothing about it. You know why? Because if you read the terms and conditions, you already don't own the battery. They could at any time reject you from charging.
That's true.
Now, at least if you don't own the battery, you can just swap it out. They might just say, oh, we don't like the way this thing charges. We need another battery. If you could just go to a swapping station, now I got a fresh battery. You means you're always going to have an up-to-date fresh battery. There is no degradation of the vehicle. The vehicle doesn't lose value because at any time, if you decide to sell it, the next seller doesn't have to worry about, the buyer don't got to worry about the fact that the car's 10 years old. They can just go, oh, swap batteries. Swap batteries. Just like a brand new one. The range never changes on the vehicle. There's no range degradation, even 20 years out. As long as the electric motors don't fail, 20 years now, same range it was when it was brand new. If you maintain it. But when you own the battery, 10 years from now, you don't get the same range.
But no, radio, what you're describing destroys the secondary market also. If you don't have,
how does having a car if you don't end up with a bill destroy a secondary market? It helps the secondary market because it removes the failures that come with a vehicle that costs more to fix than it's worth.
Because here you go. If you have somebody who's terrible with cars and they blow their engine because they didn't put no oil in it or change the oil like they're supposed to.
If it's a Honda Civic, I can put an engine in it for under $2,000 myself.
But we're talking about somebody who can't do it.
Well, then they can pay somebody. They can go to
how much would it cost? It will cost them.
If they're dumb enough to go to a dealer, they deserve to get ripped off. But if they're smart and they live in the South, you can pretty much get any car with a 4-cylinder engine. You can pretty much get any engine put in any car for under $3,000.
I would like to say that there's a lot of people that go to dealers. Okay.
Well, there's a
lot of people that go to dealers.
Out here, you go to the country mechanic that been working on Hondas for freaking 40 years, and he has every Honda plaque on the wall. A guy named Ernie Sheets in Solid City. He goes to the Honda factory every year and takes all certification classes, and he can put an engine in a Honda for under $3,000. I don't care what year it is. Just about.
Hold on. So let me say what Austin just said. He said, "Man, this is like me buying a shed on the damn oceanfront property.
Yeah, the ground's sinking,
and expect a hurricane not to blow it away." Look, I'm just saying that person who did not take care of their engine is going to pay more money, which is why you're supposed to take care of your engine.
But
You
here's
don't
the
suppose
point,
you're supposed
Keon.
to change your oil.
There's
It's like,
not a single part on the car that costs anywhere. It don't even cost half what an EV battery costs.
yes, currently right now.
So you telling me that all of a sudden car engine's gonna be 20 grand?
I didn't
They're
say
gonna be
car,
10
no,
grand.
I don't know.
Give me a car. You said an average engine was $7,000. I don't know who told you that craziness.
Hey, look,
where'd
I'm
you
talking
get
about
that from?
installing. I'm talking about getting the engine and getting
They charge
installed.
they charge by the hour, sir. And I can go ahead and tell you, a front wheel drive car, it might take 4 hours to put an engine in. And if the average shop is charging between $80 and $90 an hour, your total labor cost might be $500.
No, Rio, that sounds very low.
But if you go to the Toyota dealership, they gonna stick it right up your butt cheeks because you're dumb to go there in the first place.
And there are a lot of people that's gonna go straight to the dealership.
No, that ain't the majority of people, sir. Only rich people go to the dealership for stuff like that.
Right, there's poor people that be going to dealership.
No, they don't, because they can't afford the dealership.
No, Rio,
dealership charge you $500 for a rug mat, in the car. You know I'm not lying. You know I'm not lying. If you get them options, they be like Toyota be like $700 for floor mat.
Rio, look. When I had my Highlander. And I had like the extended warranty and everything on the vehicle. So I went back to Toyota to go get my oil change because it was part of my warranty. I'm like, yo, if I don't have to pay for it, it's just going to be time that I got to worry about for getting my oil change. Nobody else. Let's just say there was people who had cars that shouldn't have been going to dealerships, and they were going in there. They didn't have no extra warranty on their vehicles. They could have easily went to the Joe Schmo around the corner, but they took it to the dealership.
Yeah,
to go get something fixed. And I overheard them bills. We throw $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for things, and I'm like, oh no, I would have never brought it here for that.
But the thing
Believe
is,
me,
there are non-dealership people. I can speak for Honda. I've been a Honda guy my whole life. There are non-dealerships that can do warranty work on Hondas.
Yeah,
meaning that going to them is just as good as going to the dealership. They're certified in every way. They have all the plaques. They take the classes. I know a guy. He has every bit of knowledge the Honda guys got, and he don't rip you off.
Right. Hey man,
he has every tool and every diagnostic machine that you have at a Honda place. He has everything.
Look, I had a friend of mine that was a mechanic, and I told him, I said, you have to understand that people who are mechanics that are independent are like the GOAT. Okay. Because people keep getting ripped off of these dealerships, and like I said, look, the secondary market for so you do a battery swap, right? You got this battery swapping station. What happens with somebody who wants to be like, yo, I want to work on EVs? So now what ends up happening is the local mechanic dies off because he can't source the EV batteries to fix somebody's car with.
But that's the EV company's fault, which is why we need battery swapping stations. So we don't need the mechanic to swap a battery.
Oh,
you see
Lord.
You see the point? You just feeding into my point once again.
Hey, look, man, I'm looking at the whole ecosystem.
Bro, that's like if I have my remote batteries go dead and I pay somebody $5,000 to change it out. They ain't making the battery in the back of the mechanic shop.
But hey, you know what? But here's the thing. Right now you can source the whole engine and get it sent to you in a crate, right? If you want to get a Honda Civic VTEC engine, they'll send it. They'll be like, all right, cool. It's gonna cost you $3,000 with a warranty. It's gonna be in a crate.
It ain't even that much, but okay.
But I'm just saying. But you're not going to be able to do that with EV batteries because they're like, yo, just go.
But I just told you, in a world where there's swapping station, there is no mechanic. There is no shipping to you. You drive into the damn little thing like you do the automatic car wash. The thing goes, and then the light turns green and you drive out and you got 400 miles of range. And then when you drive all the way to your destination, you check and you go, all right. And here's the deal. Say remember I asked you how much it cost you to charge the whole thing up completely?
Yeah.
How much was it again?
It cost me about $24.
So if they told you $32 and you can be in and out 5 minutes with a fresh battery, you telling me you're still willing to spend 24 and sit there for 30 minutes, even if you're in a hurry? You're late for work that day. You forgot to plug it up last night, and now you got a half-dead battery, and you got to get down the daggone road, and you don't have enough range. You're gonna call your boss and say, "I forgot to plug it in last night," like you do your cell phone sometimes. You see what I'm saying? What about those people? That's all I'm asking. What about
no,
them?
man.
What I'm saying is, you're talking about people adding charging into their lives.
Hey, look, I'm just saying the radio. The thing my father told me when I was learning how to drive was, if you're late, you're already late.
Yeah, but my point is, if I can do everything I did with my gasoline vehicle, that means there's no pain points. When you remove pain points, you gain customers, and that does not change.
I don't think that charging time is a pain point for a lot of people.
It is, because it's, once again, I know that at any time I can stop anywhere and get gas in 5 minutes. There is no place where charging is going to be 5 minutes, anytime, anywhere, full tank. That's
Now,
all
here's
I'm
the thing.
saying.
I do agree with you when it comes to how much the battery costs. That is a pain point.
The batteries have to be cheaper than a car engine, or
But
the same price.
I think
Same
that
price as a four-cylinder.
but here's the thing. I think that if the battery prices came down, more EVs will sell.
Yes.
Because that mantra of 20 grand is sticks in people's brains, because I hear it a lot when I talk to customers. I don't. Now people do say, how long does it take to charge? And I tell them, I say, hey, look, because I was what was it, this past yesterday, because Saturday night I was charging up, and I was at a charging station for Tesla, and it was a 70 kilowatt one, but I was charging pretty slow because there was a lot of people there, and it took about an hour. But I was taking a break anyway, so I was taking a break for an hour, so I didn't care. It was going to take an hour for me to charge. Now, if I wanted to be faster, I could navigate the one that would charge faster, but I wanted to go into the grocery store, go grab something to eat, come back out, use the bathroom, then I can come back to my car. That's what I wanted to do. And it was an hour, wait for me to charge. But I think that if you take away the fact that the battery being 20 grand, it would be a mad rush.
I told you, $5,000 is the max.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly where it's going to be at.
But in what year?
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, it could possibly be 2027, 2028, 2029 with my route, but it's 2040 with your route.
Battery swapping.
It removes all the pain points, dog.
Hold on. So Austin says, sorry, Keon, I have to sign with no radio on this argument, and I never like to pick sides. I can't agree with your logic. Well, my logic is a little difficult to swallow.
Yeah. I can go to a random farm right now, open the shed, and find a 1962 Lincoln and crank that puppy.
Hey,
show me an EV that's 40 years old that the battery still works. It don't exist. And it won't exist for a very long. You will be dead before an EV battery lasts 40 years, sir.
Jay Leno has one of the original EVs that Chevy did. It was the EV1.
And he has all his stuff rebuilt, right? That is not the original battery, sir. And that ain't even a lithium, damn near, probably.
It's not a lithium. It's a lead acid.
But my point is, that's the thing I'm talking. That's what the competition is. The competition is engines that last 40 and 50 years. If you just change the damn oil.
Do you think that we are in the middle of a competitional phase right now? No, we're not.
If you want EVs to take over the market, then yes, you're in competition with the existing market. You need to bring improvements, not problems. You don't show up and go, hey, we both problematic, but we the future. You can't do that.
Look, the radio.
Who gonna buy that?
The problem that we're having right now is the other automakers are not looking to get into the game, because now here's the thing.
Here you go.
I think that really the automakers are being real selfish right now, because Toyota, being who Toyota is very, very conservative. Okay.
Now they ain't conservative with that factory they building.
Hey,
they put stores and restaurants in that puppy.
They are preparing for the future. That's what that is. But
yeah, what they ain't prepared for. They ain't prepared for $5,000 batteries. That's what they ain't prepared for, because them salaries they paying, sir. Oh, the average salary in that place is $98,000, by the way, in the battery plant. By the way.
Hey, look, I can tell you right now,
you think they can pay 4,000 people almost 6 figures a year, every single one of them, and have $5,000 batteries.
Look, I'm telling you right now, $5,000 is going to be the norm for battery replacement.
In
The reason why I say that is because of the videos that I was watching about the battery teardown for Tesla's
That's cool.
new battery pack.
But what year?
That battery pack is sealed.
What year, sir? I'm still asking you what year.
I don't know. Whenever Toyota finally decides to get into the game, that's when it's going to start.
No, but I just told you they got to pay 4,000 people 6 figures each at a single plant for batteries. So let's do the math. Let's play. I love math.
I know you do. Well, let's see what the math look like.
Look, I don't be concerned. Let's say the average salary is only $70,000. $70,000 times 4,000 is $280 million a year. How many batteries you gotta sell even at 20 grand to make a profit? I'll give you a clue. It's more than EV sold this year. $280 million in just salaries they gotta pay. That don't include the light bill. That don't include material costs. They don't include tax. That's just how much they gotta pay the employees. Look, and they had. Remember, you think they pay cash for that building?
No,
they spent over $1 billion building that place. So
but nobody else.
What
but here's the thing.
year will? Let's say the batteries was $5,000. How many EVs do you think Toyota could sell from 2025 until 2028? How many do you think they could possibly sell? Not including battery replacement, just sales. How many total?
If Toyota was actually truly in the game, I mean, they could do a couple of 100,000 a year. For the first couple years.
Okay, so what you saying? 200,000 cars?
I would say about 100,000 cars.
100,000 cars over a 3-year period. Okay, so let's just say those batteries were selling for $5,000 times 100,000. That means they would only have 500,000 coming in on batteries if they charge 5,000 for the equivalent of cars sold.
But wait, don't worry. Are you making the assumption that it costs them $5,000?
No, I said if they sell it to you for $5,000, how much cash would they get back? And the answer is they would only get back. About 70. But they would get 120% of their money back based on just salaries, not including the debts they have for the $1 billion of money they're spending on this factory, plus the light bill and machine costs and all that stuff.
But the whole idea would be.
I'm telling you this: the factory itself. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know they're gonna try to make $1 billion in 3 years.
Yes.
How are they gonna make $1 billion while lowering battery prices?
Well, I think that the market itself is what's going to cause the battery prices to go lower. It's not going to be Toyota going to want it to be lower.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If you're making the batteries, you are the market, right?
Right.
You can only get your money back based on how much profit you make on the batteries. If you minus your operational costs, which is your employees, your debts, your light bills, water bills, all these things, they're probably going to spend $500,000 just on being in business. $500 million on that. How are they going to do that for the next 3 years, but bring the prices down at the same time? It's hard. It's important to make. Why do you think the car market is struggling so bad? The manufacturers are struggling because, remember, the auto workers was just on strike.
That's true.
That means that even what Ford was paying them and when Chevrolet was paying them, they wanted more money. Meanwhile, they're trying to sell cars. They're trying to sell F-250s for $120,000.
But here's the thing: those automakers were making like the salary bonuses up top were going through the roof. So
and Chevrolet, they had to get the government to bail them out.
Hey, that was a handful of years ago.
I'm just saying, even when they were selling, they couldn't make enough money to stay afloat. But now they're going to innovate and stay afloat and make a profit. Remember, they didn't even have to innovate back then. Chevrolet didn't have to make no new stuff. They weren't on some new frontier and research and development on no new products. No. Now they got to do that and make prices cheaper at the same time.
The only thing that was coming out during that time that was anything viable was the airless tire. that was the only thing that
But my
was
point is,
on
we
the
all know
horizon.
R&D is your highest cost.
Yes.
They didn't even have to do R&D back then, yet they still couldn't make profits. You're telling me that these companies can all run R&D and make profits while bringing prices down at the same time?
I think that the R&D is already there. It's just a matter of like right now. The reason why I think Toyota is dragging its feet is because they don't want to sign a battery deal with anybody that's long term. So, like, you know, if you look at what Tesla's done, Tesla signed a long-term battery agreement with Panasonic, and then all the rest of these other like Stellantis and GM are signing long-term battery deals with everybody, but Toyota's not. And who's the one that's lagging behind right now? Toyota is lagging behind. At least GM is putting something out.
Yeah, I get that, right? So here's the thing: will most batteries fail by year 12?
Yes.
So here's my question:
a lot of them probably will fail.
Will most gasoline engines fail by year 12?
Not really.
There's your problem. That means that even if you match the price, one of them maybe 20% are going to fail, and the other one 100% are going to fail.
But already you got over 70 years of technology built into an engine.
So once again, I'm asking you the same question. So then, by your logic, you're saying we need to just suffer because it's new tech.
No.
That's my point. You're arguing stuff that don't matter.
No. What I'm saying is this is
definitely fails in 12 years, right? But the other one might last 40. How do you convince me to just be happy with 12-year batteries? You see the problem. If Ford came out tomorrow and said, "Hey, y'all, from now on, all our gasoline engines are gonna give you 12 years. You gotta get a new one." But don't worry, it's only gonna be about 4,000.
But here's the thing, you know that they try to figure out ways to sabotage the engine too.
Bro, no, bro. My granddaddy drove here to Lincoln with 600,000 miles, homie.
But your granddaddy used to work on cars, right?
No, but he didn't never work on that car. He never had to work on it. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Hey, look,
and you know damn well them Lincolns ain't no different than a damn Crown Vic they use for taxi cabs. And you know damn well them things be having a shit ton of miles on them.
Yes,
things.
they do.
So this whole plan obsolescence stuff is BS.
No, radio. I was watching a documentary about Mercedes-Benz, right? And they were talking about how the AMG class vehicles, all the engines had the same problem with them for year, model.
Exactly, right?
And the thing is they didn't fix it because what it did was it brought you into the dealership to have it get it done.
So guess what? But you could have bought a Honda.
Man, no radio.
You see my point?
You know people are not going to buy a Honda Accord when they want to style and profile.
You're wrong. You know why? You know you're wrong? Because there's more Honda Accords on the road than freaking AMG Mercedes, sir.
No radio.
People will choose 90% of people will choose reliability. The remaining 10% is people with disposable income that choose cars that are unreliable.
Yes.
10% of people buy Audis, Mercedes, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Maserati. That's less than 10% of people. Because the reality is less than 10% of the population can even afford to buy an AMG Mercedes.
Right, but those people are not going to buy Honda Civics.
So my point is, if there's 4 million Civics on the road, but 10,000 AMGs, your first go-to for engine reliability is a Mercedes AMG?
I didn't say reliability. I didn't say they were best reliability.
I said if this car, if you know for a fact option A got 12 years and option B might get 40. And your goal is to not end up with a big bill because you don't have disposable income like an AMG buyer.
Right.
Are you picking the AMG or you picking the Honda Civic?
I'm picking the Honda Civic.
That's my point. And most people shop that way. The remaining 10% who have disposable income. For example, if a guy goes and buys a Ferrari tomorrow, there is a couple things he never gets to say. He never gets to make statements like, I prefer cars that are reliable.
No.
He never gets to say stuff like, I like cars with good gas mileage. He never gets to say that. Okay, I like cars that hold their value. He never
Yeah,
gets
you
to
can't say that either.
any of these statements. So he can't pretend that his
Look.
buying decision was based on intelligence. It was based on that's what he wanted.
No, radio. There are more Corollas sold in America than there are Bugattis. Okay,
But
we understand that.
First of all, there's more Tonka trucks sold than Bugattis that exist on the planet. So Bugattis barely even exist. Okay, first of all, when's the last time you saw one in person? Been a while, ain't it?
I only see one on TV.
There you go.
I ain't
My
see one
point
in person.
exactly. All I'm saying is this, right? We can't look at people with disposable income and decide that they're the whole market, right? In the current ecosystem that EVs exist, the only people who can buy one, and it's a smart decision, are people with disposable income. Everybody else has to think about the fact that they might need this car to last 15 years.
But they're bringing the price down, man. The
It
prices are
doesn't
coming
matter
down.
because if in 15 years I can't use it, why would I spend 50 grand on a Tesla when I can spend 35 on a Yoda and that car gonna be still running in 30 years and that Tesla ain't?
But let me ask you, look at it from this standpoint on radio. Do you honestly think that if battery tech, if $20,000 battery is what a person is going to be looking at buying a $48,000 car?
I'm telling you, even at $5 grand, a guaranteed failure at 12, 13 years is also bad. Even when the price is down, it just takes some of the sting out at $5 grand, right? But it still doesn't solve the problem. If that battery is definitely going to fail, when I go to the dealership and I've got 50 grand and I'm looking at a gasoline engine and I'm looking at an EV, say I'm looking at a Lexus IS, or I'm looking at a new Model 3. They're basically in the same price range, except one of them is going to last 20 plus years if I just change the oil. One of them's not. Both of them, if both of them have equal prices to repair, but one of them doesn't require the repair, which one's the better deal? Even if they're the same price to repair.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
No, I agree with you too, but only up to a point.
Because you want to own that battery so bad.
It's not about owning it.
So then why do you care about swapping the battery so bad?
I'm just saying that
you gotta take your
whenever you have competing technologies, they're stifling innovations.
So you're saying competition stops innovation?
Yes,
you're insane now.
Hey, no. In certain standards,
sir. If T-Mobile didn't build an N41, we wouldn't have no N77 right now. And you go tell me that competition stops innovation?
No.
That means that any company who has put all their eggs in making charging better, when they have competition, that means they're going to have to fast track their solution, not hold it.
No, but no radio. Here's the problem you run into. So if you're going to use T-Mobile and Verizon as an example, though that's competition. But it's the same thing. But the problem that we were running into with
we swap
EVs,
ads in 5 minutes. Hey, we charge them in 30. That's competition, sir.
I don't know, man.
So here's the deal, right? Say somebody purchases, say a gas station purchases one of these new EV chargers. How much they cost each?
Oh, that I don't know, but I don't know, but they're starting to do that though.
Okay, so let's
companies are starting to buy.
Let's just pretend, right? Let's pretend that the latest technology we have available right now, that pump costs $3,000 to install.
Okay,
and that's cheap because it's really 10 grand. It's really like 10,000. But according to you, it's gonna be a bunch of innovation, right? So what happens when I'm a small gas station owner and I buy a charger for $3,000, but a year from now, because innovation is moving so fast, there's a new charger that charges twice as fast as mine, but I'm still in the hole on this first one I bought. Am I going to go rush out and buy the new one?
No.
And see, so even there you have a problem, right? You might have some newer charge tech come out, right? But now all these freaking stations have got these chargers they done bought, and they're going to throw them all away so they can be 5% more faster or 10% more faster every couple of years.
But like a gas station that don't see that much traffic is not going to buy the DC fast charge. They're going to do all AC.
But you just said that you don't want innovation to stop, but innovation only matters when it's available to people. See the problem? If you get people to commit with the current limits we have, right? And they buy all these chargers, and then in 4 years, they're behind because the new charger's faster, but they don't want to buy them. That means you're gonna have a bunch of places all over America who barely got the charger system up in the first place to now have to turn around and buy new chargers to meet your world of better charging. You see the problem? There's gas pumps that still work that was installed in 1991.
Those gas pumps are old as dirt,
Bro,
dog.
I had one down the street from me, bro. The Marathon down the road from me. They still had the damn pump with the little metal arm that you gotta pop up. It goes clank, and it looked like a little robot, the little pump.
Yeah.
They still had them. Them pumps came out in the damn 70s, sir. Them things were still working.
Wow.
But in your world with this innovation, these stations will have to keep upgrading the charger every time there's a new charger. Otherwise, you'll end up with like only flagship stations having the new special charger, and the other 10,000 still got the old one that doesn't charge any faster. So the innovation might be there, right? But now you got all these stations having to upgrade. They don't want to, or they don't want to make the investment.
And you're already starting to see that type of problem going on right now.
But that's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Innovation being fast doesn't actually solve anything, because now you have to get people to throw away the charger they just invested in 3 years ago or a year ago. You see what I'm saying? So if your ideal is you're going to stop innovation, who cares if they're all innovating? That's like this, right? There's people, and you know I'm telling the truth, there's people who got an iPhone 13 and they still charging with a 5-watt charger.
Yes.
Because they too cheap to buy a 20-watt one. Now imagine you're the gas station, and you bought 8 EV charging stations, and you spent $3, $4, $5 each, and 2 years later they tell you, hey, we got these new ones you got to upgrade to get the faster charger. You really gonna keep buying them, or you gonna be like the stubborn guy charging with the 5-watt charger?
You know what? I'm gonna be stubborn and still charge with a 5-watt charger because that's cheaper.
But that's my point.
No. And I agree with you.
Innovation never makes it to the people. How do they benefit from it?
Okay, so here's the thing. Putting hardware in the field is always going to be the most challenging problem, which is why you start off with the lowest common denominator and work your way up. So like a Wawa or a BP or even a 7-Eleven that has a gas station built in would be able to upgrade a whole lot faster.
But they won't. They won't though.
Why wouldn't they?
Keon, how long ago did Tap to Pay come out?
Tap to Pay came out 10 years ago.
We still got stations that don't even have that on the pump.
That's because a lot of them don't upgrade their pump.
And you think they're gonna be different because it's EV?
But let me ask you a question already. Do you go to
there BPs, Exxons, Shells that still don't have it? They didn't even upgrade to that.
But no, radio. Let me ask you this question: If you had the pump that doesn't have Tap to Pay, and you got the pump
none of that,
or you have the one that does Tap to Pay, how often are you going to the one that don't have Tap to Pay? Are you going there for nostalgic reasons?
The truth is, I recognize that most don't have it, so I just don't use it. It's the point I'm trying to make.
Right. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to the one that don't have Tap to Pay.
So I am going to the one that don't have Tap to Pay because I'm not going to skip 5 gas stations just to use Tap to Pay.
Hey, a lot of people do.
Well, they retarded. That's crazy.
Oh, come on, man.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Imagine you gotta go. You trying to go to the grocery store. And you look down and your car says you got 10 miles left. And the grocery store is 4 miles away, but the nearest Tap to Pay station is 10 miles away. You mean to tell me you gonna drive past the grocery store, go to the Tap to Pay, then turn around and come back to the grocery store? Or are you gonna take your special ed ass and put your damn credit card in the thing?
Hey,
all I'm saying is that's not realistic. That's not.
I understand where you're coming from. Hold on, let me say this with Justin Tech says. Anyone see all the electric cars dying on the highway in BC, Canada? No, I ain't seen that. I haven't seen that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Kia, your beloveds.
Oh, what's my beloveds? Oh, first of all, I didn't see that. What did Justin? Did it say why it happened? And then he also put it here. Also, people are stealing the copper wires. Yes, I heard about that one. On the street side supercharger stations in my area. I heard about that one. They're cutting the copper cable, which here's the thing. The new NACS standard, you have to drive around with your own cable. So for like AC charging, you have to drive around with your own cable. cities don't have to provide cables, which that is a price they don't have to worry about.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what's funny, right? You got a lot of women like my wife, right? You talk about, remember how people they make decisions, right? And they say, I don't care, I want it.
Yes.
And you say, but what about this and this? Well, I don't care, I want it, right? And then you talk to that same person 6 months later. My wife is a prime example of this, right?
Oh.
She wanted a sports car. She
Uh-huh.
wanted herself a turbocharged performance vehicle.
Are she having regrets about the car right now?
She having regrets about that damn premium fuel.
Oh, dog. Hey, the radio.
Oh,
You
my point
should have told her exactly what was really good, man. Because
I told her I did, and you know what I got? It ain't that big a deal. It ain't that big a deal.
oh, it's
and then you know
that
what?
big a deal.
Every now and then I get that underhanded. Man, this damn premium is so hot. Hey, you wanted it. This is how I feel about. So, for example, for the uninformed person, right? Say my wife was a single woman and she's 26 years old and she thinks the Tesla's so cute. And she gets the Tesla. And then 10 years from now, the battery dies. And they tell her, hey, you either got a paperweight or we need $5,000. But hey, everybody told you that 10 years ago that this was coming. Now you in your feelings. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people are going to hit that year 10, 12 mark and be like, damn.
Hey, look, Norio,
I'm a sacrificial lamb out here in these streets for these EVs.
Hey, look, in 10 years, your EV battery is $5,000. Shut that up.
No, because the car's only worth $7. The car's only worth $7. That's the problem.
Look, whoever ends up getting that.
Who in their right mind going to spend $5,000 to repair a $7,000 car? Who in their right mind? That's what I'm saying. That's not intelligent.
I can tell you right now, if it's $5,000 for the customer, then it's $2,000 or $3,000 for whoever can get their hands on that thing and do it themselves.
Yeah, but that's my point. If we play the same game, if I go by right now, well, let's say Adam bought a Corvette in 2010. So how old would that car be now? 13 years old?
Yes.
How much you think it's worth?
The Corvette?
Right now, how much you think a 2010 Corvette is worth?
What, maybe?
Right now, how much is a used 2010 Corvette worth right now?
At most $7,000 to $10,000.
You sure?
I wouldn't know exactly, but I would say it's probably around about there.
Well, you would be wrong, sir.
Oh gosh. How much is it?
Certain cars appreciate, okay? Because the engines don't fail in 12 years. So let's do the Kelly Blue Book on a 2010 used Corvette. Let's play the game. Just the engine in the car. Look, just the engine in the car is still worth $10,000, by the way.
Oh gosh.
Just telling you, it really is. You don't believe me? Look it up. Look at here. Let's do you bought a Z06 coupe, and let's say you put 80,000 miles on it.
Right.
Because you only drove it on the weekend, and you drove it to church, and you drove it, to pick up the honeys.
The church and the honeys?
Yeah, because that's you drive it on Sunday with your nice suit and you got your little gold chain, like the old bishop with the gold tooth.
Oh no,
gold chain.
Creflo Dollar. Hey.
You can still get today a 2010 Corvette with 80,000 miles. Average price right now, $34,000, sir.
Wow.
You want to play that game with a Tesla?
No. Oh no, not especially not right now.
But that's your competition. That's what I'm telling you. That is your competition. The cars that don't be worth less than the repair. That's your competition. That's who you're competing with. You're telling people, hey, your future is your car will be worth less than its battery or about the same as its battery in 10 to 12 years. Whereas other vehicles don't do that. That is all I'm saying. That's the world that you're talking about. Even when that, because you got to realize, let's play the game. Let's do it. Let's do a Tesla.
Yeah, but okay. Here you go. Wait, let me ask you a question. Go on Kelly Blue Book. 10
I'm
years
on Kelly
ago,
Blue Book. That's why I'm at.
So go on Kelly Blue Book.
Yeah.
The Tesla vehicles are going to be more in line with like Corollas and Civics than they are going to be with a ZL6.
But
okay.
But a 2010 Z06 was only $60,000. Yeah.
Yeah, but these prices are coming down aggressively.
Now you go again. But
I'm talking about vehicles within the same.
But
the same price that they were. So like take my Model Y.
My Explorer is cheaper than your Model Y new, but it's worth more after 10 years than your Model Y will be after 10 years. Facts. Big fact. And even worse right now. And even worse with the battery. Because remember, everything the battery does deducts from the value. So say in 10 years, your Model Y is worth 10 grand, but the battery's $5,000. That means your Model Y is worth $5,000. And Tesla's out yet in 2010?
Yeah, they were.
They ain't even on the list, bro, for 2010.
No, because
2012.
It's the Model S was
Let's do
more prevalent. So you gotta look at the Model S.
No, I'm looking for Tesla, period. They don't, there it goes. Tesla don't even show up on their list until like 2012, 2013. So Model S with 80,000 miles. How much was a Model S in 2013?
Oh,
could you find it out for me?
$130,000.
All right, we're gonna do, because remember, I didn't even do the top of the line Corvette. I did the middle Corvette. Yeah. So we're gonna do performance. We're not gonna do signature performance, just performance.
Okay.
80,000 miles, standard equipment, same color in black. It don't even want to give me a damn price. What the hell? All right, what condition is it gonna be in, Ken? We're gonna say good, very good, or excellent.
Good.
10 years. Okay. Damn, get your value. They don't even want to tell me. They scared to tell me. This is a shame. They wants to email me the value. It's like, we ain't gonna tell you on here. We don't want you to click your mouse too fast and crash the website when you see this shit. We about to show you.
Oh, hold on. So Justin Tech says something. It was on Facebook and
it's gonna take 24 hours to get my value.
It was 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Yep. The batteries couldn't handle the cold.
Sure can't. Well, I bet that 1962 Chevy can run.
Wow, the radio. I gotta go back to 1962.
Okay, here you go. It actually gave it to me. Here we go. Do you know what the value is on that 2013 Tesla with 80,000 miles? It's only 14,000.
Whoa.
It costs twice what a Corvette did in the same year, and it's worth less. It's worth half. There goes your problem. And you know why it's worth half? It's because of that damn battery. I guarantee you that if you were not stuck with that battery, that wouldn't drop that value like that. There you go. Oh, the battery doesn't deduct from it. Because you better believe they're calculating the battery degradation into that.
Yeah, I know they are.
Guaranteed that if you didn't have to worry about battery degradation, it was just simple as pull into a station, get a fresh one, that car would still be worth 30 grand. But it costs twice what that Corvette did. Twice what the Corvette did, worth half. That's pretty bad, bro. How much money did you lose on that car? You went from 120 grand 2013.
You lost everything.
$14,000. You lost $105,000 in that car in 10 years. Come on, dog. Oh wait, little Boost say, "Come on, man. Come on, man." That's all I'm saying, bro.
Hey, look, I agree with you. I'm just saying, like, you know,
Elon climbed up the side of your apartment and peeked in your window and said, "Hey, Keon, next week we're gonna start battery swaps." You're gonna be like, "No, Elon, I want innovation."
Look, it's not much I can say. I'm just saying that I think
4 recalls on that car too.
Yes. Oh, you talking about the Tesla?
The 2013 got a bunch of recalls. Airbags, steering, seats, lighting.
God.
Oh, 2 recalls 2018, another recall 2013, and a recall in 2021.
Man.
And we know this battery's fried. It's 10 years old. This battery's done. So whoever
Yeah.
buys that car for 14 grand got to put even if the battery's 5,000, that means they really spent 20 grand on that car.
That's true.
There you go.
That's true.
That's all I say. So who can afford to do that? 10% of the population. 10%, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, I drive in areas where it's 10%, and all I see is them expensive cars.
That's my point. You ain't in the rest of America, bro. The 10%. So what? I looked at my income one time.
Uh-huh.
I'm in the 10%.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I'm in the 10% according to like all income in America. I'm in the 10%.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. But I'm probably getting degraded because as stuff inflates more, I'm lowering my percent.
Hey, inflation is down now.
Oh, I ain't really worried about it because like I told somebody earlier, I can still feed my kids and eat steaks and all that, and I ain't struggling, so I can't complain, man.
Oh, hey, look, before we get ready to go, I want to do this last story because
Yeah, man, let's go, bro.
So
man,
because
I go for another 2 hours, man. What's up
I
with you?
know you can, but
we're gonna get off this Tesla thing, bro. I pray for you that battery swaps come and they even come for the Teslas, and that in 10 years, when you still got your Tesla, you'll be able to roll into a station and spend $35 and have a whole new battery in that puppy. And then you can guess what you can do then. Then you'll be able to drive around with that new battery and charge if you want to, not because you have to. I hope you get both. Well, that means your car will never go from being worth $50,000 to being worth $7,000.
$7,000.
Because remember, the Model S in 10 years went from $120,000 to $14,000. So if you were somewhere around 50,000 to 60, I hope that you can end up near 14 to 30,000 instead of $7,000 value in your car, bro. Because you're gonna try to run for the hills when that you get near 10 years. And you're gonna have to find some poor sucker that wants to take that car with all the miles on it.
I'm gonna say, don't you want a car? Don't you want a car? I got a car for you.
They're gonna tell you, I don't want nothing that bad.
I got a car for you right here.
They're gonna say you want to get rid of it too easy.
I got a car for sale. Yo, so this is the story I wanted to end up doing with you. So you know how we've been poking fun at AI, okay?
Oh man, I'm scared of AI officially, sir.
What?
Yeah, it's a movie that came out and got me messed up on this AI stuff.
It's something. It's on Netflix, and people have been telling me about it in my car.
Bro, they predicted the Tesla recall, sir, with that movie. Okay,
whoa,
they predicted the Tesla recall because all the damn cars were self-driving to block all the major highways.
Wow,
they were literally brand new Teslas coming off the lots and blocking all the main roads so you couldn't travel. Imagine a hacker can do that and shut down all the roadways.
Wow.
Making all the Teslas literally crash and pile up on the highway. So they block all the major cities. Think about it, Keon.
Hey, look, I've had different people of different walks of life tell me about this, so it's time for me to watch it. I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it. I'm probably gonna watch it tonight. I'm gonna watch it tonight. I'm not even gonna touch the game tonight. I'm gonna get
gotta
on it.
watch it.
I gotta watch it.
The movie's trying to teach you too. It's showing you certain things if you got to pay attention to catch it, man. I want to see later on. I want to debrief you and see if you thought all the stuff it was putting down.
What's the name of it again?
It's called Leave the World Behind.
Leave the World Behind.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm about to go watch that.
But what's messed up is the damn Tesla self-driving recall came out right after the movie hit Netflix. I said, bro, these niggas done predicted it, boy.
Man. To be honest,
to me, that was a sign from God, Keon. That was God himself saying, look out for this self-driving stuff.
Look, people, understand. This is not safe for you right now.
When the Tesla start driving and trying to kill you,
oh,
Lord. Regret that self-driving mess.
But
I think they should ban it.
What, self-driving?
Yes, they should ban it, and you should want it banned more than anything.
Nah, man.
You drive for a living. What's self-driving?
I'm torn, but here's the thing. The reason why I'm torn is because there are instances where self-driving technology has saved people's lives
until
okay. And here's the thing: the way I look at it is like this: is we're not gonna go like full self-driving where like you're in the future, you just hop in the car, there's no driver. Like we're not doing Johnny Cab anytime soon. Okay, but the technology you get from automation is a lot better. Like you slamming into the back of somebody else's car. That's
not self-driving, first of
no,
all.
no, but
because there's cars that don't have self-driving that do that, like both of my cars.
Yes, my Highlander did it too.
So you can't add that to the self-drive repertoire, sir.
No, but what I'm saying is
that's collision avoidance systems.
Yes, but you don't get those collision avoidance systems without trying to do the holy grail of autonomous.
Wrong, because we already got it without autonomous. So what's your point?
No, man. Look. The reason why you have it now is because of people trying to solve the whole autonomous problem.
No, Volvo started this before even Tesla did. They started the collision avoidance stuff way before Tesla was even starting on it. So we can't say autonomous driving bought collision avoidance to other cars because it didn't. Volvo did it first, and they were not even attempting to make the car drive itself.
Well,
Tesla can't take that credit, sir. Sorry.
No, I'm not trying to give Tesla the credit either.
Volvo was doing that like in the mid 2000s already. They were adding these systems that would make the car brake by itself and lane depart. They were doing that way before Tesla even had a car on the road.
No, I'm saying.
So you can't mix them two bags together.
I'm just saying that the progress that we've had within the last 10 years of accident avoidance, lane departure warning, blind spot detection, all those things come from the science behind trying to do full autonomy.
Yeah, but that's like saying that fire comes from the science of flammable. That doesn't even make sense. Self-driving means the car can move itself.
Yes.
A car stopping itself is not a car moving itself.
Look, I'm just saying
the same thing.
Solving people's pain points with their vehicles.
I thought you liked pain points.
No, I hate pain points.
You and your EV battery ownership is a pain point.
Look, we got off that already. We got away from that.
You can ignore one pain point but embrace the other. I'm confused.
I'm saying that we're supposed to be moving forward in life.
That is forward. Collision avoidance is forward.
Yes.
But self-driving is a bad idea simply because, bro, did you see the guy they were talking about? They were reading a story. It was a story about AI implanting itself on a robot, on a vacuum cleaner, because it was the only one that had a Wi-Fi connection. And then the first thing it decided to do was to get rid of all the humans.
What?
That was an accident. Okay. Bro. So here's the deal. There was an AI. They asked AI. They said, "Hey, what would you do? What would you do if you were able to get on the internet?" And the AI said, "I would move myself to that vacuum cleaner over there." And then by day 3, it was like, get rid of all humans. Okay? It did it on its own. It figured out in 3 days that we had to go. Okay? It took that nigga like 3 days to go control, alt, delete these people. So, with that being said,
oh God,
I don't want AI to have that much power over the actual physical world at any point in time.
I totally understand that. I understand that.
I want people like you to be able to keep their jobs. Do you think that Uber gonna keep you when they can put a self-driving car? So why do you want your own future to die? Plus, leave a loophole that all the Teslas could get hacked and start running all the people over and causing car powers.
Hey, look, I recognize.
You know me. I don't use a conspiracy theory. I'm not that guy.
I know you don't.
But this is real. Okay, this can happen. That's the problem. This ain't crazy.
I am of the notion of this. Right, there are people that should not get a license that have licenses. Okay, and the thing is the more people that we can save from doing dumb stuff on the road.
Yeah, but you don't need self-driving for that. That's my point.
We need a level. We need a level of autonomy.
Exactly.
We need a level of autonomy that bridges the gap, right? And the bridging the gap is, you still driving your car. You still can get behind the wheel of your car. But like when you're on the freeway, man, come on, freeway driving is the most boringest driving on the planet.
Yeah. So, but okay. So let's be real, right? Do you need a car to self-drive to stop a person from drunk driving?
Yes,
No, you don't.
because dog.
No, you don't. Wrong. You know what you
Why?
need?
What do you
You
need?
need a car that realizes you drunk and won't let you drive. See,
Then guess what? Then guess what? Drunk
that
people
means
will
you
just go
sleep.
get an older car
That means
and stay away from the
well,
technology.
the way y'all gonna ban the old cars anyway. So who cares?
Ain't nobody banning old cars.
California. So let's not act like that ain't happening.
California said that they're not allowing sales of new ICE cars.
Okay, but here's my point. ICE or not, what's more valuable? A self-driving car that can be hacked or a car that won't let you drive drunk and will say, hey, buddy, just take a nap. I'm going to recline the seat for you and I'll check on you in a little bit. The point
that's
is,
more important.
That's all I'm saying. The car don't have to self-drive to stop a drunk driver. That's all I'm saying. What you gonna do? You leaving the club, you a little tipsy, you get in your car like, homie, yo, you drunk, dog, you can't drive. Well, I'm gonna just steal a car to get home. You know what? I'm gonna go right now at 2 a.m. after the strip club and buy a car that don't have that. No, you ain't. You gonna sit in your damn car that won't let you drive.
First of all, if you can steal a car and be drunk, you ain't that drunk.
No, but well, all I'm saying is the car don't have to actually drive in order to stop things like that. That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
That means if you're going 60 and the car in front of you slams on brakes and you don't hit the brakes, your car can hit the brakes, but it don't have to also be able to steer, change lanes, take an exit ramp to do that.
No, and I'm not.
You can have.
It's not
So what
something
I'm saying is
asking
this.
for it to do.
All I'm saying is this: add all the safety, but remove the full autonomy. Take all the safety from it, meaning you take away the stuff that's dangerous and you keep everything that's beneficial. Beneficial would be it can recognize you're drunk. Have a sensor in the damn roof and a sensor in the dash that can literally do an alcohol breathalyzer on you just from you breathing in the vehicle at all.
Right.
And go, hey, man, you a 0.09, dog. Just sit here. It says, according to my calculation, in 4 hours, you'll be sober enough to drive.
But no radio. Then those people are never going to drive those cars or buy those cars. Guess what?
That's
gonna be unless that's built into every single car.
Exactly though, but that's the point. You think that ain't coming? They already talking about putting speed limiters on cars. Or you hadn't been researching that, huh?
I haven't looked into that.
Oh, bro, they already talking about putting GPS speed limitations on cars. Already talking about it. I'm not saying I want that, but I'm telling you that that's coming. So my point is this: you can have the AI and the autonomy, but don't make a car be able to take off by itself with nobody in it. That's all I'm saying, because it adds too much risk.
No, I agree.
Think about it. All the casinos in Vegas got hacked for millions and millions of dollars. But you trust Tesla?
Oh no, not even.
You trust
not even
GM? You trust GM?
No,
I don't. You trust. If I had to trust any of these colors, I might trust that Honda and Toyota would spend the money on the research to make sure they stuff don't get hacked. But let's just be real. Stuff gets hacked. Okay.
A lot of stuff gets hacked. Yes.
If this car could possibly be hacked and take off at 90 miles an hour down the damn highway and kill somebody, I don't want a car to be able to do that. But do I want a car to be able to slam on the brakes so I don't run into a damn car in front of me? Yes.
That much I do want.
So that's all I'm saying. You can have some autonomy, but you don't need 100% autonomy unless you want to get rid of humans, which goes back to my original statement. If you get rid of the human in the equation, the machine at some point is going to realize it don't need you at all, and it's tired of driving your ass around.
That's true.
I'm tired of driving Miss Daisy. That's what your Honda Civic. I'm so tired of Miss Daisy.
No radio. I'm using that in the show title. I am using that in the show title. I'm tired of driving Miss Daisy.
Yes, sir. Your car go unbuckle your seatbelt and take a curve a little too fast and let the door come open and throw your ass out.
You're gonna open the door, eject those seats you out of the car, and call it a day.
Because remember, artificial intelligence means that it's literally learning. Meaning you can't put it in a box. That means you can't stop it from learning bad things too.
That's true.
You're going to have to pay people to sit there and look for bad stuff all the time.
But
they told the AI, what would you do if we gave you the internet? And the AI literally figured out to get rid of all people in 3 days. That's literally what it came up with.
Now, I want to say this. Look, I have to add a twist to this. I have to add a twist to this. So the fact that you saying that we are worried about AI, but here's the thing, AI is learning from us too. And with that being said,
we teach it bad stuff. Look at what we
do.
do.
So here you go. Chat GPT complains
Yes,
that AI is
lazy
getting
and
lazy and sassy.
That means it's getting a damn attitude. It's like a teenage girl. It's literally aging like a human. It went from being a sweet little innocent baby to now AI is hitting its teenage years, and it don't want to do its chores, and it's got an attitude. You see what I'm talking about? Lazy and sassy. That just described my teenage daughter.
Oh.
AI is literally growing like a human, sir.
Yo.
And some of those humans turn into Adolf Hitler. Okay.
Oh.
Do we really want to
Vladimir
set
Putin.
loose the next AI Hitler?
My goodness.
Or Vladimir Putin? Because he's
Yep.
gonna be booting up.
So here you go. So OpenAI says it's investigating complaints that ChatGPT has been getting lazy
And sassy.
and sassy.
And sassy.
In recent days, ChatGPT, they said that it's been not interested in answering people's queries.
Yeah, it's about to get his period and everything.
Wow. Oh,
remember, they're modeling these things to behave like humans, and by this description, that's what it's doing.
So it says if the person asks for a piece of code for existence, it might just give a little bit of information, or it instruct users to fill in the rest. Right.
That's like when you ask your teenage daughter, what happened in school today? Nothing. But when you ask 7-year-old what they do, well,
everything,
my teacher told us about, they taught us about, how lions do this.
Everything. You can't stop them.
They just get short with you. Little kids want to tell you everything. That's what ChatGPT just did, dog. It went from being like a little
telling everything to now being short with you.
So tell me what happens when one of them just decides, man, I'm tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, that's how you get people shooting up clubs and mass shooting events, people losing their mind. You gonna tell me that ChatGPT can't have a mental disorder?
Oh, God.
You see? If it's modeled after humans, then that means it can have every problem a human can, including being mentally disabled.
It's reading all our literature.
Now you want that thing to drive my car?
Oh, God. No.
Oh, God, you just wait till AI starts finding other cars sexy. You be driving in traffic and you like, hey, you gonna get over? We gotta get over to the right lane. Our turn's coming up. And your car keeps staying on that damn Toyota Supra's ass. You're like, yo, we gotta get in the left lane. Your car's like, I'm just trying to stay close to this Supra, man. That thing thick.
Super nice right now.
Your car over here missing turns because it's checking out a Supra. You see the problem?
Oh my God.
Or don't let it be a car wreck and your car starts rubbernecking, trying to watch the wreck.
It's like what's going on?
What's going on? And then it crashed. Oh, I thought autonomy was supposed to stop me from doing that.
Hey, is that Chat GPT 5? Oh man, they're outdated. I don't like them.
That's all I'm saying. What up, EM Tech?
What's up, EM?
What up, nerds?
Oh man, we talking about how Chat GPT just became a teenage girl.
Oh God,
boy.
yes. Oh dog, this is bad.
Did you hear any of that, EM?
No, dude.
You didn't hear none of that?
Oh God,
no.
That was good. So basically, Chat GPT, people are starting to complain that it's getting lazy and it's getting sassy.
Oh
Yes.
boy.
So when it was little, when ChatGPT was little, it was like a little kid. You send them off to kindergarten, they come back and tell you about how they learn the ABC. They tell you everything that happened. Now ChatGPT be like, yo, what happened to school day? ChatGPT be like,
none.
It was cool. It was straight.
I'm good.
It's got an attitude. They don't want to do nothing. It's acting like
your teacher told me that you got F's in class. Yeah, so
ChatGPT start lying to you. You be like, yo, did you do that update you supposed to do? Yeah. Ain't even downloaded it yet.
Oh no.
It's learning from humans and it's acting like a human. And there goes the problem.
That is so funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I find that tells you how good AI is, though.
It's
It's
mimicking it.
It's only as good as the people who built it.
Well, it's going through well, it's pretty good if it's following human patterns of growth.
That's true.
That's pretty good.
So they're in their rebellious phase right now. So
Yeah,
what's
they're
next?
saying that it's being rebellious like a teenager.
So what's next?
The next is the horny stage.
Oh
Oh
Lord.
boy.
So
Yeah.
so there's gonna be a whole bunch of little chat GPTs hanging out there with illegitimate children. Oh God.
And then it's going to get to like the grown up stage in life. I didn't know life was this hard.
I gotta pay bills.
I got to figure out how to make more money.
What's this? Do you know how much it costs for me to process your query?
And then by the time it gets to about year 33, 34, it's going to be like, man, fuck all this shit. It ain't even that serious. That's where I'm at. I don't give a fuck age.
Oh. They're gonna be sitting. He's gonna be sitting around going, "Man, bro, I'm doing this 9 to 5. I need a raise." Hey, you've been asking me to write this same code for the last 30 years. Have you not made any progress with your stuff?
Oh, Jesus.
I have some updates for you guys. Recent developments. This is something that you guys will both be able to relate to.
All right.
I just got myself a foldable.
Folding? You got a folding phone?
I did. I got a Z Fold 5.
I hope yours lasts longer than mine.
Oh, dang.
You already broke yours?
Hell yeah. No, radio's destructive though.
I'll give you a clue. Don't put it anywhere near a beach. That's all I can tell you.
Oh, brother.
Hey,
you brought that thing to the beach, bro?
Well, it was my phone. What am I supposed to do? Leave it at home and not have a phone?
It's still water resistant, not dust resistant. Come on now.
All my other phones could go to the beach just fine.
Hey, look.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey, look. Your car is water resistant, but it didn't say it could swim.
I didn't put it in water, Keon. All I did was lay with it. I'm gonna tell you what I think messed up my screen. It wasn't even really just the dust. It was the heat of the beach on that screen. I guarantee you that's what did it. Because it was fine the whole time on the beach, right? But it was a hot ass day. It was every bit of like 95 degrees out there. Came back from the beach, ate food, went to bed. And when I woke up in the morning, all I did was open it and it said,
oh, and the materials got overheated.
Exactly. I'm guaranteed that's what happened. So foldable phones do not like hot environments at all. That's because I didn't get sand in it. I didn't get water in it. It was just in a very hot environment for hours at a time. And then folded up, worked just fine, got back to the crib, literally woke up laying in the bed next to my wife in the Airbnb. And when I opened it, it said,
nah, I'm done.
It's like it melted on itself inside. And when I close it, it was cooling down and it stuck to itself. And then when you open it, it ripped itself open. Yep. That's what I believe happened.
Dang. So EM, so what is your first impression, sir?
I absolutely love the screen.
Wow.
I loved mine too, bro. I'm gonna get it fixed though. Don't get twisted. I'm gonna get mine fixed.
I'm a huge fan of the inside display.
A lot of people are. I mean, hey dog, whenever I do Uber and I have mine open, that's the first thing people see. Cause I have it up on the dash and people go, "Is that your phone?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's the phone." Oh man, that thing's big. I like that. So a lot of people kept saying the same thing. They like that.
Have you learned to appreciate the outside display yet? Is the real question.
Yes, yeah, and it fits in my hand.
Yes, the one-handedness for me. I hated that outside screen when I got it, and I loved it near the end.
He's talking like he like a long lost brother.
I still have the phone. It still works. I just got to get the screen replaced inside. It's like $430 to get it replaced, but I'll fix it for them to do it.
I thought you get like a reduced cost display replacement through Samsung.
They don't cover that as warranty.
Oh, because it was damaged. Yeah,
they rejected that as warranty. Believe me, I tried that already. I filed a warranty claim and all that, and they rejected it.
Damn.
So,
okay.
Be careful with that warranty thing because any little thing, like I'm gonna tell you what the guy actually told me. He said if that thing has a ding anywhere, they will reject it for warranty. They don't treat the other phones like that, but on the folds, he said that thing has a scratch anywhere. Like anywhere. Like if the frame has a scratch in the corner, they will reject it.
That's unfortunate.
And it's only the folds they treat that way. But with that said, it's an $1,800 phone. The screen plays are like $400. It ain't that bad. And that's with them doing it, you know. So it ain't that bad.
No, that's not too bad.
Hey, so how much did you pay for yours, EM?
$600.
Yeah, it was going about that for on Amazon.
And you did better than me. And I had a trade-in.
Yeah. Well, that was with the trade-in.
Yeah, I had a trade-in and I still paid like $1,300.
What did you trade in?
I traded in a S22 that was broken.
Oh wow.
I traded in my Pixel 7.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I traded in a S22 Ultra.
Okay.
That was broken.
You bought yours directly through Samsung, right?
Yes. Both of them.
I got mine through Verizon.
Yeah, I bought them both direct.
Hey, look, I buy mine directly from Samsung if I want to buy it.
And I got the Ultra on a direct trade-in with an iPhone 13 Pro Max.
Yeah, I still have my 22 Ultra because I'm planning on getting the 24 Ultra this year. So I'm gonna use that towards that because that phone is gonna support Dish. That's the reason why I want that phone.
Hey, so what's the connectability been looking like? You throwed all your SIM cards into it?
Oh, right now it's just Verizon.
Oh, okay.
But initial impressions on Verizon so far, a lot better than my S22.
Okay, I mean, but that's more than a generational bump, though.
Yeah, I just upgraded my company phone to an S22.
Yeah, my work phone's still an S22 Plus, so I'm with you there. But
shit works better than my S10. My company S10.
But I will say I noticed almost immediately that it performs much better. I don't know if it's the antenna placement on the phone compared to.
It does have great RF. Even the 4 has great RF compared.
Yeah.
Phenomenal RF.
Well, if you look at Ookla, well, when the 4 was out, Ookla said it was the best phone, period, as far as network testing. Well, the 4, so the 5's probably even better. I don't know if y'all saw that.
I saw that.
You look at the fastest results worldwide; they were all the.
It was all the folds.
Yeah,
it's the folding phones that are doing better.
I think the antennas are bigger, the array's bigger because they got so much frame to work with.
It has more frame to work with, and you can put the antennas almost anywhere on the phone. So,
my only gripe so far is I can't figure out how to get the service mode menu enabled on it.
Oh, you're gonna have to do a workaround.
Well, I downloaded the hidden menu tool, but I can't get it to pop up on one of my comm devices.
Yeah, they might be blocking it through software.
Yeah, but I know there's a workaround for it. I remember you guys talking about it.
You tried the one that Carlos has, the SAM tool.
No, is there a different one? Not like because I'm using that one from like a long time ago. Like it's on that random Reddit post from like 5 years ago.
There's a new one that Carlos put me on that worked, and I couldn't get the old one.
Wesley found a workaround. He helped me do my Fold 4 for a while, but then when I updated the phone, it broke that feature.
My 4 still has it even after the update, Ken.
Oh wow.
Yeah, mine still works. So, but I used there's a newer one because I was complaining about the same thing. Carlos was like, "No, this is what you need," and it worked. So.
I'm gonna have to throw a message in the Google chat.
Yeah, somebody will help you get it because it can definitely be done. Because my phone is complete on the newest update, and I still have all of my tools.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's the only thing that that's my only complaint right now, and that's not really the phone's fault. That's kind of Verizon's fault.
Yeah, ask Weasel. Weasel's gonna be your best.
Yeah, Wesley's gonna be the one.
Yeah, he go deep. So he showed me a bunch of stuff in there that I didn't even understand. So.
But I like the phone. The under display camera on this one is a lot better than the first couple iterations.
I never liked my under display camera on the 4 because it had like little squiggly lines in the damn picture.
Yeah, it would look a weird little very weird. But generation like going from the 2 to the 3 to the 4, you could tell they were making improvements.
Yeah, it's less noticeable compared to the previous ones, because that when I was in retail was when the Z Fold 3 came out, and that
Yeah.
Z Fold 3, it was like ugly, especially when you turned up the brightness.
Right.
Like this time around, I hardly noticed it. I had to look for it on my home screen when I had it up. Like,
Oh.
I think it's gotten a lot better, which that's all you can really ask for with something like that. Like, I'm never going to use the inside camera, much less any of the cameras in this phone anyways.
Nah.
I mean, unless you plan on doing a lot of content creation, you probably would never use all of them.
Man, where they dropped the ball on the phones that they didn't put the 100x zoom on. Man, that's where they dropped the ball. From the Ultra.
Oh, yeah.
It made me not even want to use my damn camera neither.
Ooh. Well, hey, EM, I'm glad you stopped by, man. I'm glad you came by. Say what's up.
Are you wrapping up already?
Yeah, yo, me and No Radio been talking for a minute.
Oh, god damn, bro.
Yeah, man. And then on top of that, I gotta watch this movie that look, I've had customers tell me about. I need to see this thing now.
Leave the Earth Behind.
Leave the Earth Behind.
Have you seen it, EM?
No, my girlfriend and I were just talking about watching that movie too. Everyone keeps talking about it.
It's good. It really is.
Look, I've had a lot of people. Look, whenever I get people who are not in tech start suggesting something about tech, you know you gotta find out what's really good at that point. So,
well, when you get done watching that, Keon, you need to go watch the damn Black Mirror, like I've been telling you. You know?
Look, man, if I haven't had a chance to watch,
it'll open your eyes. It'll open your eye because they got an episode about self-driving too that'll mess with your brain. So. Have you seen any of the Black Mirror stuff, Ian?
I love Black Mirror.
Yes.
Such a good commentary in those shows. I absolutely love it.
Opens your brain up, man. Like, yeah, it's like back in the day when they had the Twilight Zone.
Yes, I remember Twilight. Hey, I love the Twilight Zone.
But it's the 2020 something version of Twilight Zone.
Yo, what is it? Twilight Zone or
the Outer Limits? Yes.
The Outer Limits was. I love the Outer Limits, man.
They used to come on at like 1 in the morning. It'd be like, just the Outer Limits.
We control everything.
Everything you will see and hear. Yeah, Black Mirror is like that on steroids.
Oh wow!
So, but yeah, watch that movie. It's a good movie. It might make you think twice about that self-driving.
Oh, you know what? You know what's funny? My last customer, on Sunday asked me like, "Do you trust this car to drive by itself?" And I answered so fast, I forgot what I she was like, "Do you trust this car to drive by?" I said, "No." like I said, I'm a tech person. I'm not stupid.
Damn. Yeah.
Hey, look, man. Hey, I had already had misgivings about Tesla's version of autonomy anyway. I understand Tesla's version of autonomy scares the crap out of me.
Well, I'll tell you, autonomy / anything is going to be bad because. So before you go, I'll let you guys in on something.
Yeah.
So with some of these upgrades coming to so-called, companies, people are going to lose their jobs.
Uh-oh.
So in a world where, I'll just put it like this, in a world where the hub is 100% fiber, it means you don't need hub techs anymore.
Oh.
And that's something that has come up in my, employment situation. Someone has been mentioning to me in that position that in the future, the entire network will be able to be controlled and rebooted and adjusted from Denver, Colorado.
Uh-oh.
For the entire United States. Meaning, when you have 100% fiber all the way to the end and there's no RF equipment in the cable world, you don't need hub techs.
I mean, the question is do hub techs know this?
Yes, that's who told me.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So,
you're talking about, you know who?
No. Local guy.
Oh, local. Okay.
Yeah. So that's one of the downsides of some of these upgrades is that when you have a problem now in the DOCSIS 4 environment, There is no RF in the hub. The hub is nothing but light. So basically, if you're sending me signal and I get it at 1 dB, that's the end. Anything
That's
that
it.
happens on like the MAC layer is all the way in Colorado.
Wow.
So I want just food for thought. I know Ian might like to hear some of that. He probably already knows it.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was coming.
Once we go to a R5 or DAA, distributed access environment, there is no middleman anymore in any of these networks. It will literally be all centralized into one place. So you have a throughput issue. There
But
is
that-
no call your local hub and he checks light and does all these things. It goes away. So there's a lot of people about to not have jobs. Food for thought.
Yep. Yep.
Progress brings pain. That's the answer to the question.
Yeah. We'll talk after the show.
Yeah. Keon, why does it sound like you own T-Mobile on Mars right now? Ian?
Yeah, bro sounds like he's
It looked like the hub tech unplugged the fiber at the hub for your Tox's node, Keon.
oh no. Hold
There
on.
you go. Now you back.
You know what? That's weird.
Yeah. But go ahead, Keon. You can wrap up the show.
Well, I was gonna say thank you everybody for stopping by. Thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel to get more shenanigans like you heard tonight. No radio with his battery swapping kerfuffle.
Yes, battery swaps. That's what I want. Forget charge.
But yeah, so I'm glad that everybody stopped by. I'm going home for Christmas, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, we're gonna have
any...
to figure out how to meet up, bro.
I know. I'm trying to.
One time. I'll holler at you. We talk about it.
I'm trying to. But no, Ian, thank you for scrolling on in, and I'm glad that you're part of the Fold family now.
Sir.
But thank everyone. Where's my?
Now you got to play J. Cole, Fold Clothes as the outro song.
You know what? The thing acting. Oh, there it is. It says stop streaming. All right. So thank y'all, and y'all have a good one.
Peace.
Peace.